steady dripping. Do it for my city.
Yo.
Steady showing love, but ain't nobody fucking with me.
Yo.
Seated on my throne, waiting for my competition. His head gon' be a trophy when I'm finished. Finished. I'm a hood nigga that's sophisticated, and I'm demonstrating how to get the paper. I was in the trenches, I was in the trees, never in the case. Come off that line like Tiki Barber, I'ma get you faded. Big bag of money, don't mean I'ma take it. Opportunity ain't pulling up if you lazy. How this nigga gangsta, he ain't even got a set. Hollywood in the downtown projects. Worry about the paper, we ain't focused on the flesh. Bitch, you know you see me, I ain't even got a flex. I ain't never scared of being lonely. I'm a old school, throw some D's on me. King of Big Mac, put some cheese on him. I got everything that I need on me. That's a 2-2-3, homie. I already died, I can't bleed, homie. I'ma check the chamber, cock it back, lock my shoulder and squeeze on it. See they cock blocking or they baller blocking. We gon' call us shotters and play cops and robbers. King gon' hit the wheels, I'ma hit the tires. We gon' shoot the trade just like start a mine. Hit your bitch with that Earl Campbell. We ain't never slanging Oscar Mayer. Bitch, I'm Bob Dylan and I'm dying.
Wow.
Fire.
Yes, sir. Welcome y'all to the most dangerous show on YouTube, R.N.S.
Here.
And of course, I'm your host with the most. And we got a jam-packed show for us today. Got a special guest in the building. We're going to go ahead and get started and introduce ourselves right over there in the mustard corner.
What's up, y'all? What's up? My name is Lena. Y'all can follow me on Instagram or all platforms at KLena of K-A. I'm sorry. I'm
She messed it up.
I messed it up.
All that rehearsing
for weeks.
All that rehearsing.
Follow me on Instagram at KAYY_LINAA, and that's the best way. Go ahead, moving on.
Yeah.
There you go. You cleaned it up though.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Moody Chongo. Follow me on the Quiet Storm. No, just playing. It's your boy Moody Chongo. MOODYCHANGO.
That's all you got?
That's all I got,
That's
man.
all you got.
You want it? Find it.
Y'all lying?
What you got?
Oh man, what's going on, man? It's your boy G Baby Chef in the building. Yeah, follow me.
There you go. S. Jenkins on IG. S. Jenkins 03 on IG. Standard Jenkins, aka Tony Pearl, aka Abu Bakr Sadiq, aka Sonny Koufax, aka Macho Man Stanley Savage, aka that nigga that your mama almost. Yeah. Go ahead.
And of course, y'all can follow me on all major platforms. King_it's_him.
Sassy hand.
Follow me on Snapchat, one word, King Gets Him. Unless you weird, because I will block you.
There you go.
Speaking of weird,
what you got?
Oh, no.
G Baby in this whole weird. I'm weird, y'all.
let's get into this shit. The title of the show is Paranormal Activity.
So we talking about ghosts?
Ooh.
The movie?
The movie?
No, not the movie.
Yeah.
But let's talk about it. Have y'all had any type of paranormal activity or felt like y'all been around some paranormal activity?
You mean
Man,
like
Have y'all seen ghosts or?
Yep.
Nope.
Yep.
you have?
I've seen some things.
Tell us about it.
Please.
Man, all right, so look.
Well, with them chin hairs, I would expect you to see some things.
Man.
I would expect you
Man.
He'll see more than
to
ghosts.
see that.
Man.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Go for it.
Already.
Now, I remember a few years ago, I was talking to my mom. I had kept having this reoccurring, what I thought was a dream.
Mhm.
So I told her about this dream that I have that my dog is barking. I'm a little kid. My sister's probably like 3 or 4. The dog in the house is barking out the door. And so me and my little sister go outside, and the dog, we used to have like this, I don't even know how to explain it. It was like a cover, and there was like cement in the backyard. So I guess like a patio in the back of a house. And the dog stopped at the edge of the patio. And my mom, her husband at the time, and my uncle were sitting outside smoking. And I seen this red, like skinny red figure run across the yard and hop into the neighbor's fence. And so I tell my mom this story. I'm telling her, I'm like, man, I keep having this dream. It's like, it's weird. She goes, no, I remember that. And I said, what? and then I asked my sister. I was telling her the same thing. She was like, yeah, I remember that too. I was like, ooh, that was definitely not a dream. But it was like the creature that I seen. It was like a red like real skinny like person. You know what I mean? But it didn't look like just a normal person. It was weird, bro.
Skinny red.
Skinny red.
Skinny red.
Skinny and red.
Was you looking in the mirror?
Nah.
You skinny red, nigga.
Yeah, I know that, but it wasn't no mirror.
Yeah.
So, Lena, I take it you don't believe in ghosts.
No, I really don't.
That's how they get you.
That's how they get you. That's how the ghosts get
Why
you.
don't you
Wow.
believe in ghosts?
I don't know. I really just don't. I have to see something to believe it. And
I'll show you something.
since I've been, wow.
You gonna pull out a ghost?
On the air.
Like, what
This nigga gonna pull out a ghost out of his
Here you
pocket?
go.
Boo.
Yeah. What kind of shit is that?
Yeah, so my 22 years of living, I haven't seen any ghosts.
Chef, what about you?
It ain't even gotta be a ghost. It could be a spirit.
I haven't
Ghosts,
seen
or we
anything.
talking about paranormal?
Just paranormal, just...
Man, let me say this real quick, man. Y'all better not fucking laugh.
I'm gonna laugh. That's the first thing I'm gonna
You
do.
see, I felt like it was coming.
You said not to, so I have
Hey,
to.
But look, check this out. So one time I was in Sacramento, California. That's where I was living for a while. So
Sack Town.
man, I had just got back from the gym or whatever, and took a little shower, man. Went downstairs and slept on the couch. I was watching TV and I just fell asleep on the couch. And I was laying on my stomach. You know how them niggas lay. You know how you lay like that. You
No.
know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
So I was
Wow.
out like this. I was out like this, man. I was sleeping, and my eyes. I was trying to wake up, but it felt like someone was holding me down. I was like, "What the fuck?"
Oh, you had
Don't
sleep
it-
paralysis.
Yeah, see.
Okay, yeah, that.
But man, listen to me. I was trying to look in the corner of my eye because I felt like someone was in the corner of the room, and it was just holding my ass like it was a spirit. I saw that motherfucker. I don't give a damn about that shit. I saw that motherfucker. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
That's what sleep paralysis is.
but I saw that motherfucker.
Yeah, everybody that has sleep paralysis, they see something or someone. Normally, it's usually like a lady, but
The sleep paralysis
sleep
lady?
paralysis.
no,
Yeah, no,
I
this
see a man.
Moody diagnosing your ass.
Right,
like,
like-
Look, if you ever go back to like ancient pictures, they have pictures of sleep paralysis, and it's like a lady.
That shit's
really-
crazy.
it's
That
crazy.
was-
Mhm.
It's a
I'm
lady.
I never
Really?
heard
It's a
no
lady.
shit
They ain't
like
got no
that.
They got
man in
pictures
it.
of sleep
I mean, they got
paralysis?
different kinds. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Man, listen to me. Anybody out there that's dealing with that shit, I'm with you. I don't give a damn what about
I mean,
the
at
woman or what they try to tell
Some
me.
old lady.
That motherfucker was real. That's something. I'm telling you, I was asleep and I could not
couldn't
get
move,
up.
yeah.
I could not fucking move. I felt like, man, whatever this motherfucking spirit ghost, whatever the fuck it is, this bitch is strong. This bitch is strong, nigga. I
This
couldn't get
motherfucker
up.
been lifting weights in the afterlife.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
But
this
at that
motherfucker
point, when that
strong.
happens to you, you just gotta relax,
No, and that's what I did, man.
and then it goes away.
I just stayed there, I relaxed. I kind of like went to sleep and got back up, and I just got back to motion. And I went upstairs.
That happens to me a lot.
Bang! Get the fuck out of this house.
It's time to move.
There's something in this motherfucker.
It's time to move.
Oh
The
God.
fuck out of here.
Nah, but
That
I
shit
looked,
ain't
that,
no
I looked
joke.
that shit up, and that's what it said though.
Sleep paralysis.
I was like, man, what the hell is
You know
this?
what? Just the other day, my grandma was talking about. She was at her house, and the TV in the back room kept coming on and going off, but there was nobody back there.
Yeah, it's time for her to move too.
Man,
Nah,
you
nigga,
know
fuck
them
that.
goddamn rats be fucking with them remotes. Goddamn.
Nah, what I told her, I thought it was my niece,
fucking
because my niece be on the phone. You know what I mean?
Oh,
And you
she
could
be hit the
connect
button,
them.
cut it on,
No.
cut
You know what I
it
mean?
off.
So it could have been that, but you never know.
I'm about to sleep.
No, I ain't never seen no goddamn ghosts or no shit like that.
You
dog.
ain't
You
never
don't
seen
believe
that?
in ghosts?
No, I don't.
You don't believe in the paranormal?
No, I don't. I haven't seen it. I'm like, I'm okay. I ain't never seen that
So
Me
shit.
no
neither.
witchcraft, no voodoo, no.
You gonna have to show me some shit.
I wouldn't say that's paranormal.
Say,
Witchcraft and voodoo.
Well,
Say-
let's just start here. Let me go. This
That's
is why.
normal.
This is why I believe in all that other extra shit. Ghosts, voodoo, all of that shit. I believe the witchcraft, warlocks, all them. I
It's
believe
all
in that
real.
shit. I'm gonna tell you why. Because it's just this simple. Can you see air?
True.
But you believe in it. Can you see? Be honest. Can you see air?
yeah.
Where?
You see,
if you show me air, nigga, to this, I'll give you every dollar in my bank account. You can show me air.
you see air every day, bro. What you saying? Like fucking wind, smoke coming through the room, nigga. You see air,
See,
bro.
but that's smoke.
No, that's smoke. That's two different things from air.
But
Y'all niggas
air
gonna
is
argue with me
smoke.
about air?
We can
You
talk-
can't
we
see
can
no
talk.
air.
You can't see no fucking air. You can see smoke.
Do
You can't
fish see
no-
water?
Huh?
What?
Do fish see water?
I don't know. Do they? Ask the fish.
Did you just ask the fish? Yes,
Yes.
fish see water.
They do?
Hey, you
That's
know,
how they know they're not in that motherfucker.
Okay.
man, check this out. Hold on.
Do fish see water?
Now, hold on.
No, I'm just
Ooh,
fucking
that's
around,
a
y'all.
good
Come on,
question.
let's,
Now, this
let's
is the
move forward.
question. Now, this is going to fuck y'all up.
All right, bet.
Do fish drink water? That's the
Yes,
question.
they have to.
They have to.
I'm fucking dead.
They don't.
No, they do.
That's why they have the
They have the
gills.
gills.
It goes right out. It don't. It's
But they can.
drinking water means it's digested in the stomach. It means it's going down. It's not going down. That motherfucker going in and out.
No.
Yeah, hell
It's
yeah.
We ain't
Consume-
talking about fish.
drinking is
we here
just
talking about the paranormal. Who the fuck started talking about fish?
You
Gen
did.
X
I
You
know.
did. You started.
So what'd you say, Kay?
I was gonna say Gen X film said it's usually a black figure. Yes, I don't know.
That was probably
She
about
gonna-
whatever holding y'all down in y'all
Yeah.
dreams.
Sleep paralysis. Hey,
So,
Gen X
some
fam.
old lady,
That's what it
some
wasn't a
black
woman,
figure.
It was
That's
just
an
some
old
black
lady.
in the corner. I was like, oh shit.
So I will say this.
It happened to you? What happened?
It's a lot that happened, Moody,
Bet.
because I do feel like in my former life, new life, old life, I was a medium.
Okay, bet.
So no, seriously.
I'm finna sit back.
So I have several interactions with
Hey.
like just ghost stories, right?
He trying to put voodoo on us.
I've got time travel.
Y'all better watch
experience.
this.
he got chicken foot under his seat.
Two of them that kind of caught me
Off
as
guard?
a younger kid
Oh, okay.
was my mom worked overnight at the post office,
Uh-huh.
and I was home alone, right? And at night, I would always see in the next room over, just construction men working, right? And I would always just sit there and watch them. They were all black men, all of them working hard, right? So one night, exact same thing. I'm watching them work, and one of them saw me, and he got very disgruntled, and they began to throw shit at me. So I immediately hopped up, grabbed the light string, and cut the light on. As soon as I did, there was nothing fucking there. So I'm sitting there scared as fuck because I'm just like, they never turn bad on me. Like, all of them start throwing shit. Right? So I'm sitting there and I realize I'm up because I had to stand up to physically turn the motherfucking light on. And I knew I wouldn't sleep because I had to sit up to watch them. And it wasn't the first time this has happened. Another time when I really knew it was real was I had an aunt that was in the hospital. And she was on her deathbed. She had cancer.
You saw her die?
Moody cuz. So what ended up happening was
Shut up.
me and my mother were both sick with the flu. Both of us in bed laying down, right? And all of a sudden I see this light coming through the side of the bedroom. So I try to wake my mom up. I'm shaking her. She would not get up. And then all of a sudden this light turns into this woman sitting in the chair and my aunt standing up. And she came to me and she said, "Hey, how are you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm sick." And she was like, "Well, can I get you anything?" I said, "I don't know. When can I see you?" She said, "This is going to be my last time ever seeing you." So I said, "Well, can you give me some water?" So she had a vase that had like a cut glass at the end of it, and she was trying to give me water, but as she was trying to give me the water, she faded away.
Ah, dang.
I turned and shook my mother and woke her up finally. And I was like, "Hey," I explained to her what happened. And she was like, "What the hell?" So she called my grandmother and was like, "Hey, you need to go check on Gwen now." And she was like, "I just left that hospital 10 minutes ago. Gwen feel fine. That boy is sick. You need to get him to the hospital." So mama checked my temperature. I ain't had no temperature no more. I had no fever no more. Like, I was completely healed, like nothing had happened.
Oh, wow.
And
She
5
gave you
minutes
that
after
water.
she got off the phone with my grandmother called back and said,
She died.
"Gwen passed away 10 minutes ago."
Mm-hmm.
Big facts.
That happens.
Scared the shit out of my granny. So it became more frequent that
How old were you when this happened?
I was like 11.
You was a kid. You said, nah, you just dreamed that shit up.
Hold on. See, I thought that shit too. But as time progressed on, I would see different relatives who passed on either in my dream or in the same manner. To the point to where I actually prayed for that shit to go away.
Why?
Because I don't want to see that shit, Moody.
It's a gift.
It's not a gift.
It's a gift.
To see dead people is not
Yeah,
a
it's
gift.
a gift.
I see that people.
So the other thing that happened was I was at somebody's house laying down asleep, and I will never forget this. This person was up walking around their house in another room,
Hell no.
and I was up just sitting there waiting on them to come back, and then I felt something run past me and grab my foot.
Mm-hmm.
So I immediately looked up like, "Stop playing with me." Nobody was there. She was in the other room. I could hear her, in the front of this house. I knew then. I was like, oh shit, shit just got real. This just happened last year.
Mm-hmm.
Shit just got real. So I definitely am a firm believer that there is ghost. I actually believe in if you've ever astroplaned, in which a lot of people do it whenever they're high, but I've also done it just laying down sick or something, just astroplaned where I'm looking at my body lay on the bed. Like a lot of people have done it. I do believe that is the spirit realm.
It is.
I firmly
did
believe
that
that.
before,
It is.
but I've never really seen
The
anything.
spirit realm.
The
It
spirit
is.
realm. Yeah.
It is.
Because think about it, like, have you ever just saw yourself laying in the bed?
Nigga.
Yeah.
No.
That
You
shit's
never-
real. You've never done that?
No.
I
just
never
snap.
I never saw myself.
I
but
don't do drugs though.
I've known.
I wasn't doing drugs. What the fuck?
All you niggas was high, man.
Don't nobody high. Check
Let
this
me not
out.
say that.
But listen, even if I was high, just think about this. There is something out there that exists to the point to where I can physically see the world around me without being in my body or having my eyes open.
Man, that's imagination, like Barney
Think
said.
about it though,
Oh,
Stanley.
Just
Just
Have you
like
ever-
Barney said, it's your imagination.
Let's put it like this: have you ever zoned out? You just sat there and just zoned out.
That's called a daydream.
It's the same thing.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Daydreaming and
I'm
astral planning is the
literally-
same thing?
No,
Yes,
not
it
the
is.
same
Astral
thing.
plane is when you.
Like physically, literally,
leave
you
your
can sit there
body.
and look at your, and you can feel yourself drop back into your body.
Yawn.
No.
Yawn. Okay, and
Yeah, I
and
guess
what
I was
Okay,
confirmed
wait,
it
wait.
to me-
Have you ever had a feeling of falling and then you jump back up out of your
While
sleep?
awake or while
I'll
asleep?
sleep.
Honest,
sleep.
I was asleep when that happened.
Okay, that's when you astral plane, right? So you.
That's just
you,
a falling dream, nigga.
No, those aren't really falling dreams. That's you actually leaving your body and being pulled back into your body.
Y'all be making shit
So
up.
check this out.
Okay.
Couple
I
of-
have somebody. Sorry, y'all.
She's
Official
on chat
Monty
duty.
said kids are very sensitive to spiritual beings, so
Mm-hmm.
it's understandable at age 11.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's true.
Check this out. If you think about it, like a lot, like this is one thing. I'm not just gonna say white people. I'm gonna say filmmakers.
Hey,
One thing filmmakers do is they like to take pieces of real life and move it into fiction.
you know what? I actually do
So
that a
when
lot.
you see movies like Insidious,
That's just
where
real,
they're talking
bro.
about him going into what they call the further and astroplaning his body and just looking around and seeing different shit
That shit
into
is
the
real.
spirit realm.
I'm gonna just say this. Though,
That
straight
shit
up.
is real.
When it comes to that, when we talk about movies, it's a whole lot of shit I believe within movies. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like sometimes the motherfuckers take it too far.
Yeah, they
Like,
do.
You'll be like,
Yeah, be embellishing like a
I
motherfucker.
mean,
yeah,
but
like-
that's the job of a filmmaker is to keep you entertained. You've seen this happen before in like
But-
10 other movies. I have to change it up to make it, you know what I'm saying, better or keep you going and not be like, yeah, I've already seen this before.
But this is the thing, though. My thing is when it's movies like that, you know what I'm saying. I rather especially when it has to do some shit with some spirits and some other shit like that. I rather they make it real. You
Yeah.
know, like
Then it's gonna be boring.
I forgot what it's called. Like it's a TV show where them dudes are like chasing ghosts and
Oh, Ghost
shit
Hunters.
like that.
Man, that should be fake too.
That shit be fake.
That
in the
shit be
bitch.
fake as hell. But let me tell you, like the movie, what's the movie called? I'm trying. It's one of those ghost story
The
movies.
Conjuring.
That shit real though.
Yeah, it
No,
is.
that's
That
real.
shit
yeah.
real as
It
fuck.
is. And that's the other thing I was gonna get to. With The Conjuring, it's well documented. Each one of their possessions or everything else they went to, it's documented by them, but it's also documented by the Vatican and everybody else they went to. The house.
You know what? There's a film that they were shooting. They were shooting a film, and it had nothing to do with The Conjuring, but they actually had to call the two people that actually
Lorraine
did those.
and- yeah.
They actually had to call them on set to clear up what was going on at the house so they could
Big
finish
fact.
filming.
It's based on something real.
Yes.
When did it happen?
It's documented.
I can't
Check
tell
it
you.
out.
When did it-
70s.
You know what? I'll pull it up.
Just
Yeah.
off top of
I'll
you.
Google it.
Just give me a decade.
said
In the
70s.
80s?
70s.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
I would
And
Don't
the
say
80s.
everybody was high.
Diagnosing mental illnesses wasn't shit, and everybody was high in the 70s.
I said
Check
Nigga,
this
don't
out.
tell me. Nah, man, that's
You
some
can
shit
say
y'all
that.
made
You
up.
can say that
Man.
until they go and do what they did in Scotland with the little girl who was possessed by an 80-year-old man, and her voice changed
That's
from the
scary
voice
as
of a
hell. I
girl
seen that
to the voice of that 80-year-old man.
She was epileptic. She had
Fuck that.
seizures.
Nah,
That shit was real as fuck.
as fuck.
Nah.
Real as fuck.
See, that's the thing about the naysayers about the paranormal, right?
They come and get y'all first. Well, they gonna come get y'all.
Nobody
Watch.
pull up on me.
Shit.
Now, see,
I got ghost bullets,
Now,
nigga.
now
I got
watch this.
bullets for ghosts too,
watch this,
motherfucker.
watch this. See, and it be just like that. Niggas don't believe something until some shit happen.
That part.
But that's what I just said though. Y'all gonna have to show me. I don't.
They gonna show you.
That's dumb. That's just like
You know they
why,
listening.
and that's why I feel like, and we might go to somewhere else if I say this.
Say it.
Now,
Go
No,
for
say
it.
it.
Go to say it. Go to
but
say it.
That's why I think this is why our world is like this, especially for our black community. Like we so caught up on that nigga ain't gonna do shit, and turn around, come like this nigga do this shit. This nigga actually pull up and like you like damn. I didn't think he was gonna do this. No, you pumping that shit up to you know what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
and I feel like it's the same thing when it comes to.
Paranormal activity,
All of
that
that shit,
stuff.
that shit real. You'll be like,
You'll
nah,
make it
that shit
come
ain't-
up.
You'll make it come to you.
Contrary to your opinion, I feel like the modern black man is too scared of the boogeyman instead of getting out there and making it happen for themselves. They rather believe that there's some omniscient being out here that's making shit happen that's behind the curtains and ooh boogeyman. And that's why we can't get shit
All
done.
right, I'ma tell you.
But
I'ma
y'all
tell
down, you down playing.
And you up playing.
No.
I
You
see that
Look,
y'all
I'ma-
believe it.
I'ma tell
Like,
you.
You
people-
down playing
I
boogeyman
understand
because you
that y'all
like
believe
when
it.
we was kids, that's how they used to try to scare us.
Yeah.
The boogeyman. Fuck that. I remember it was times where my grandma used to try to scare me with Jesus. God gonna strike your ass down.
That
you
part.
remember that shit?
Yeah.
Like, real shit.
That part.
God gonna strike. God gonna do this. God gonna do that. And I'd be like, nah, I ain't gonna never say nothing. I ain't gonna say. I ain't never say like, forget God. I ain't never said nothing like that. But I was like, at a point in my life, I was like, nah, I don't believe in all that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? But then, as I got older, I started seeing shit that's real. Getting in car accidents, knowing my life to flash right in
That
front
part.
of my motherfucking eyes, and then I'm just, oh, I'm good. I ain't got a scratch or a bump. Like, do you think that's just a coincidence?
Yes.
Check this
No.
out. The moderator has posted,
Nigga, what?
and he said none of this shit is real. It's like the Bigfoot and UFO stories.
Listen.
Here's the thing about UFOs, Biz. I don't know if you've been watching the news or anything like that, but there's a whole bunch of files that has leaked, that has confirmed
It ain't
there
leaked.
are UFOs out there.
It ain't
It
leaked.
was leaked.
It ain't. I
was-
promise
was-
you, it
at
ain't
first
leaked.
It was leaked.
Wait, so y'all niggas don't believe in
ain't leaked. I
UFOs?
do.
Oh no, the moderator doesn't believe in
Now,
UFOs.
hold on, wait a minute. Slow
I
down.
don't
Wait,
believe
wait,
in
wait,
Now
wait,
watch
wait,
this.
wait.
So, do you believe in UFOs?
I believe that humans have been on this earth for a very long time, right?
I asked you.
Yeah.
do
No,
you
hold
believe
on,
let him
hold
get
on,
to
hold
it.
on,
Go ahead, go
because he
ahead.
know where I'm going with
Go
this.
ahead.
If this planet and we were cured and made for this planet, and there are literally billions of planets in the universe, who's to say that there isn't another planet that started this shit long before we did and have already like mastered fucking space travel and shit
There are documents
and
that
can pull up on us at any time?
I
There
have,
are
I have a
documents.
disbeliever in God right now. I'm listening to one
What you mean?
right now.
there are documents.
Who, me?
Right?
You said who started this shit?
Yeah.
He's on the person I know that started this shit.
Who?
God himself.
All right.
So
So,
who's
look,
to
look.
say God didn't make aliens? Who's to say God didn't make aliens 42 billion years before he got to
Okay,
us?
who's to say that Lucifer didn't make the aliens?
Who's to say? You don't know. We don't know.
But look,
Hell, who made Lucifer?
there are documents.
Thank you.
Oh, exactly.
but
Fuck you mean?
No, but this is my thing though. See, now
Well, I don't want to get into that.
God.
Golly, man, 'cause I'm about to go. I'm about to take it. But I don't want to do all that.
It's a good
you
conversation.
don't think that Lucifer has his own power too? Like his
So you
own,
comparing
How
him to-
Lucifer
Thank
get
you,
his
Biz.
powers?
That's the question I've been like, who
What was
made
that?
God? Okay, so
Who made God?
he also said people being abducted by aliens is fake
this why
as
Biz
hell.
don't fuck with
Crop
us.
circles.
I
Why-
can't-
Who
why-
made God?
If humans are kidnapping humans,
Who we talking about?
right? And we and at this point in time back in life, when kidnapping first started, people would believe there's no way that my child got kidnapped. It's the same thing with aliens. Motherfuckers don't want to believe that people are being abducted, but it's happened.
And then they
Listen,
probe
there
your
are
asshole.
texts.
Yeah, then all of a sudden
There
it-
are texts
Man, hell.
and there are pictures carved into walls of aliens.
There is a guy right now
Is it though?
who had
Yes.
an issue going on with his leg, and he has an unknown particle in his leg right now to this day. It's documented on camera. They cannot identify what this piece of whatever
Well, I
it
don't
is
know about that.
in his leg. It's documented. I can show you.
No,
videos.
that's-
no. What I'm
but
saying
that's
is,
just-
there's a lot of stuff that's been. We don't know what this
I was
is.
gonna say,
and
yeah.
then later they called it autism.
Right.
You know
That's
what
what
I
I'm
mean?
saying.
Autism has
we don't-
nothing to do
We don't
with
know
this.
until we
Well, I-
name it.
with
No,
this uranium
exactly.
type piece of metal in his leg.
All I'm saying is, things have been like, oh, we don't know what this is
Right.
until they finally go, oh, well, it's this.
But it's the same thing with ghosts.
The stars were just glue spots, glued, diamonds in the sky until we realized it was stars.
The human eyes only fit to see what?
The physical,
Whatever the fuck we looking
What
at.
dimension?
this dimension.
You don't answer no more questions in the class.
Right?
Go sit there. Don't you raise your hand no
I'm about to put you in
more.
time out. What I'm saying is, if you've
The
ever
fifth dimension. Come on.
been high or to a point to where you're incapacitated, you hear about people seeing the bright light and having relatives come to them.
That just mean you about to OD.
It's a lot of people who experience this than it is a lot of people not.
Yeah.
Like, you two have not experienced any type of, ghost stories. I experienced sleep paralysis. It was the scariest shit I've had in my life. Like, no bullshit. And it was a fucking nightmare. Like,
You know
I
what's
could
crazy?
not get up. And it was the scariest thing ever because I just knew I was dead
Nigga,
because I was up.
I've
That's
had
depression.
that before.
No, that wasn't depression. That was, what's the pills and people be popping?
Percocet.
Percocets. I
You
don't-
tried that?
No, I didn't try it. I was prescribed
It was
Percocets.
prescribed.
was prescribed.
Because the night that happened, that what I was talking about,
You
what
was
happened to
doing
me.
Percocet.
No, I wasn't doing Percocet. I was prescribed 500 milligram hydro.
See?
But medicine,
I was taking
medicine is a muscle relaxer. So what it does, it relaxes your muscles and
Fuck
But
that.
your brain's still
your
working.
brain's still working. So
Let me
that's
tell you
what
something.
sleep paralysis is.
That
Your
Percocet-
brain is still going.
before, fuck what you
Right.
niggas talking about.
You didn't go through
That
this shit.
motherfucker.
Yes, I've been through it. I've
I
been
didn't
through it
take no
myself.
drugs and I had sleep paralysis.
I've been
So
through it
you've
myself.
been through it.
Yeah.
How did you feel?
I felt like what he said.
You were horrified, wasn't you?
Hell yeah.
It felt like it was
It's
a,
fun.
it felt like it was a
Let me tell you
presence there, right?
But
No.
now
I
this is
don't
the
know about
question.
a
Do you
presence.
No.
you didn't feel that? You didn't
She
see
don't believe in ghosts.
I didn't really feel like it was a presence, but I did see like a ghost. I'm not a ghost.
So you hold
No.
Here we go.
Now you
What are you
see.
talking about?
See?
Now
So hold
you
on.
It's not a ghost.
So you saw a
I'm
figure.
asleep. So
Were you
therefore,
asleep?
yes, I was.
You were
asleep.
up.
No, I was definitely asleep.
Were your eyes open?
No, I was closed. My eyes was closed.
So, but how did you see this if your eyes was? So you could just
Hold
you
on
could feel
now.
it.
What you think? You just go blind when your eyes closed?
yeah, like what?
So you said your eyes was closed or was
My
it open
eyes
when
was closed.
when you
still
seen
see-
what
now
you
watch
seen?
this.
You can
Now-
still
now
see
It's
with
just
your
like
eyes closed.
having
Now we
dreams.
talking
So you're having
business.
dreams and your eyes is open.
This
Now
wasn't
we
a
talking
dream.
business.
So it was a
Actually,
dream now.
You saw this with your
What is
third
sleep
eye.
paralysis?
You saw this with your third eye.
That
Is what
part.
you're trying to say.
Oh.
What is sleep
Your
paralysis?
eyes open.
All right, let me explain sleep paralysis.
And you can sleep while with your
is-
eyes open too.
Sleep
So
paralysis.
sleep paralysis is with your eyes open.
Bro.
Sleep
I'm telling
paralysis
them. Being honest with them.
I don't
when
believe
you
in
sleep
They say that.
and your mind is still awake.
Watch this.
Sleep paralysis is when you sleep, your body is physically asleep, but your mind is still awake. Therefore, it's still active and still moving, and you can see everything around you.
Everything.
Everything.
I remember my eyes being closed.
That happens to me all the time.
So I must have had a bad dream.
If you
then.
can see
It
around
wasn't
the room,
sleep paralysis.
You,
Yeah.
And it wasn't sleep paralysis.
That's
It's
literally how I
your
sleep. I can
third
see
eye.
the whole room and everything
When you
move.
go to sleep and you have a dream, that's your third eye. You're seeing shit like you. It's like you actually seeing this shit.
That's
Am I right?
actually-
Or am I wrong?
Yes.
It's like a fucking movie. When you having a dream, it's not like a movie
That's
in your
the-
head. It's not like
look,
something
look.
actually going on.
It's actually the pineal gland activated.
Whoa. So
Which is actually
officially,
your third eye.
Monty said,
That's what I.
I
But-
have experience where I stopped breathing during sleep paralysis. Sometimes people see things as well, which is more common feeling than anything.
But that's called hallucinations, right? So
Hallucination.
That sound like
for real.
hallucinations
No,
to
for real.
me.
This is what sleep paralysis is, right? So when you actually go into a sleep paralysis,
Nation is that?
when your mind panics, it begins to hallucinate. It creates these figures or ideas, different things, because you're afraid. So therefore, it's finding something that you're afraid of. Your
Justifying
mind,
So I
your
was
fear.
hallucinating.
yeah, basically, exactly. So what happens is
It's not sleep
your
paralysis
mind-
then.
it doesn't necessarily. It can't make anything up. It can only reflect what you've already seen.
But that doesn't make it real then.
Exactly.
No.
So whatever you
This
see.
is where you're wrong.
No.
I just seen some shit
studied.
that ain't never happened.
The fear is I'm up and can't move.
Exactly. So your mind
why
is
would I
trying
fear
to.
anything else?
Your mind is trying to find. Okay, look, I'm afraid. I don't know why I'm afraid. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give myself an image to represent this fear. That's like somebody that's afraid of spiders. If they go into sleep paralysis, they might see a giant ass spider. You know what I mean? They're in fear mode and their mind is activated and they see a spider.
But
or they
okay.
might see this or that or whatever it be. You know what I mean?
Have you? Now, this is my question to you. Have you ever in your life seen a ghost or a spirit or any of that? I know you said what you said.
Yeah.
But have you ever just felt like let's just say you walked in the house and you sit down at the couch looking at a movie, you hear something, you turn your head and you felt like something just walked by. You never felt
You
that
know
way?
what? I feel like that all the time. Like I've been feeling like that the last 3 days.
Hey, we need to get the fuck up out of here. We seeing this shit all the time. So
There's
this
a
nigga got
ghost
something chasing
in
him.
this building.
Huh?
There's a ghost in this building.
I mean, that's possible. You know what I mean? There's look,
Man, it's time
the
to go.
land that we are on. Think about this. The
Please,
land
let's
that
go.
we are on, there have been millions of murders, kills, deaths, whatever it be.
Yeah.
So there are spirits roaming amongst us
They
right
don't
now.
move on to wherever fuck they going.
No.
They hang out.
Why
Yeah.
would
What are
you
you
move
saying?
on?
Why would they hang out?
See, I have a
you
theory.
mean?
I have a theory
Why-
that there's
Some people don't want to leave.
that part. Like
They dead.
no, but that's the point of the
No, they're
spirit
dead
realm.
to this realm.
Clearly, I wasn't welcome here.
Listen, it's not
Oh
about
my
being
God.
welcome. It's just the fact that if you go to the spirit
I don't go
realm,
nowhere where
you
I
got
don't
a
want
choice
to
to
be.
walk into their white light, right? My personal belief is that white light is reincarnation. And when you go through reincarnation, all your memories and everyone you once knew is gone.
And you come out as a baby.
So people who identify with that and understand that, they say, I would like to stick around, even though I have no contact, no visibility, no nothing,
Wrong.
and just watch my family.
No, that's
And a lot of people do that. Some people know how to do that, and some people
And it's
don't.
We
and
don't
it's a
know what
million-year
happens
movie,
until
is what
after
you
we
saying?
die.
I mean, not
No.
a million year, but
It's
some
eternity.
people, like some people, just want to see their immediate
what I mean.
family.
it's eternity.
And
I
then
mean,
some
it's
people
Don't
eternity.
know
make it.
what happens.
Some people
until
make it
after we
depressed,
die.
and they just go to the white light. Why don't we know?
We don't know.
We
Hey,
know
man,
everything.
Because
else.
nobody comes back.
Hey, bro, look, I'm gonna be 1,000 though. Like, look, I used to have this belief where I felt like when people died, they come back or they spirit be like in animals and shit. I don't know why I had
That's
that,
reincarnation.
Reincarnation?
but that's
Come
not
back as a-
That is reincarnation.
Reincarnation
The
is coming back
moderator
as a
says-
person to
No.
me.
No. Reincarnation
either one.
is just doing a full circle and coming back
The
as anybody.
moderator-
He said
You come back. You come back.
Hold
as
on, we got a comment.
The moderator says, "How do you know this is true? Who died and came and gave the report?"
Who pulled up?
I know a few people
You
that
did.
died and came back.
Fact.
You didn't.
Fact.
die. When did you?
I will
big
say I
facts.
believe in the white room.
The white,
The white room.
room.
The white room.
when Jesus was.
When there is a boom boom room, you motherfuckers ain't welcome to the when there is one.
So why do you believe in the white room?
See, that's the thing.
Hold up.
It's so unique to it, right? Because how millions and millions of people who have flirted with death have all said, "There's the white light."
I've
When
heard
my
people
uncle
say it's just
passed
darkness.
away, his last words to his brothers were, "This light, the light is so beautiful," and he was gone.
That's just the neurons
I
firing
hear
off
what
in your
you're
brain.
saying.
That's just the neurons firing
But
off
how
in
do
your
you
brain.
So this is what I you know what I really dislike. I'm not gonna say hate. That's a strong word. So I'm gonna say
You want
dislike.
to use a weak word?
Yeah, that's the weak one. I want to use the weak one. So I'm gonna say I dislike, man, when people try to tell me something about the brain and how the brain works, and the brain is so
But you also have
powerful.
to understand the brain, 'cause that's
is-
who you are.
No, fuck
No.
that. Because I'm gonna just say
Yes.
this. Let me just say this, bro. Like, just,
Go for it.
man. How do you truly know? So the same way we sitting here talking about God or UFOs or aliens, and yeah, we may have not seen God, we may have not seen an alien face to face. But have you seen the brain and went in that motherfucker yourself and found out, oh, that's the
You know what?
pineal gland.
Hold on.
Not
This is
only that, but a million people have who How many people you know have unlocked 100% of their brain?
Not nobody.
Not
Not-
We all, oh my
no,
God.
We all what?
We all would.
We have all unlocked 100% of our brain.
No.
You are using your
No.
brain to the best of its ability
you're
right
not.
now.
Okay.
And most of these
No, you're not.
motherfuckers walking around here stupid
you're
as
not.
hell, and they're using their brain to the
No,
best
you're
of their
not.
ability.
Based on what he said, right? Yes, we have unlocked 100% of our brain, but are you using 100% of your brain?
this
at
nigga
the
always
time?
got the
You know what
words
I
trying
mean?
to mix up
No,
shit.
no,
Let me just say
no.
this. Let me
Look,
just say
you-
this.
'cause
If you
your
unlock
brain only
100%
uses-
of your brain, if I punched you in your jaw right now, you wouldn't even. You
But that's the thing.
like I feel like.
Are you
I feel
using?
like-
pain.
Are you
Your
using?
brain-
No, no, no.
Your brain
can
processes
make you not
pain.
feel it. Like
It
that.
can.
No,
It can.
it is
All you have to
not.
do is
That's
use it.
Not how the
No.
brain
You
works.
can use it. If you're not using,
Well, you get
your brain is a
drunk and
muscle.
you-
Your brain is a muscle, right? You have to work it out. If you do not work out your brain, you will not be able to use those certain parts of the brain. Therefore, that is possible. Have you
Moody
ever
could.
hit something and not realize that you actually hit it? You start bleeding. You know what I mean?
Well-
your brain wasn't recognizing that, but it
Moody.
ignored it.
But
the thing,
there's a
like,
word
if
called
you're not-
adrenaline. Once that
That
motherfucker
No,
gets
no.
to rolling,
you can
You
hit
know, it's a
something
whole-
without
no,
adrenaline.
no, no, no.
You
No,
can
no, no.
hit
Hold on,
something
hold on.
without
You just-
adrenaline. You could literally
What
do anything.
How do we know what adrenaline is? How do we know?
I'm gonna tell you like I know like, what
Science.
Science.
Hold
and
on,
that's
hold
how
on.
we know the brain
and that's
how it functions.
And that's why I say fuck science.
So how you know
I'ma
about
tell-
adrenaline?
But listen
What's
to me.
adrenaline?
Say fuck
I'm
science.
gonna tell you.
Adrenaline
I'm gonna tell you
How you gonna say
why.
that was adrenaline?
I'm gonna tell you why I say fuck science, because science is only. It's not true. It's not 100%
Nothing
true.
is true.
But listen to me. It's not 100% true. Straight up, I'm gonna tell you why.
Oh, elaborate,
It's
please.
only an educated guess.
Exactly. Everything
That's
is an
all it
educated guess.
It's
The
a-
only thing you
until
really
it's
experience,
proven.
the only
What's
thing,
proven?
the only
Bro.
thing you really experience is what you're
Man, let me
experiencing
tell you
within
something.
yourself.
Let me just say this. I'm gonna tell you this. I can write a book right now. I can make.
That's a book.
Isn't that the Bible
That's
too?
the writing sound.
Yeah, but look, I can make a book right now and make everything that I say in this book how I read it, the way I wrote it, the way I said it,
Yeah.
and make it seem factual.
Like the
right?
Bible?
Yeah, you
And
can't.
then
That's
you're
what I
gonna
just
come
said,
along,
like the
and
Bible.
you're gonna come along. You're gonna read it, and you're gonna make it better. You're gonna if, especially if you're a writer, you're gonna try to make it better and sound better, improve it, make it better, and that's called
Yeah.
educated guess on what you believe
You're right.
now.
So that's technically everything
hold on,
is an
hold on,
educated
Hold
guess.
on, what you said half of it. You said prove it. Also, part of science is to
But
disprove
guess
it.
what? Listen to what I'm
It's
saying.
to pick it
Once
apart.
again, who's to say that the person that wrote the book first was actually right?
So let
But
me
that's
say
the thing.
this.
Hold on,
About- wait.
Because, hold on,
How did you learn, though?
Wait.
What did they teach you in school? How'd you learn
science,
anything?
Hold on, because science isn't about who wrote it first. Science is about checking it and make sure that it's right. And if not, then edit the shit. And then the next motherfucker come behind him and say, no, you did that shit wrong. This is
Because-
how it is.
All you're talking about is math. Science
Yeah,
is math
exactly.
too.
Science is math.
Because
What's up?
a 130-pound woman is pushing a cart in the supermarket in the parking lot.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, a young 7-year-old boy gets hit by a car and is stuck. The woman, without reacting, runs over there, picks the car up, rescues the kid.
Yep.
It's a 3,000-pound car.
Uh-huh.
Is it science?
Yes.
It's adrenaline, right?
It could be adrenaline. It's the brain, though.
Right.
That's number one. The
And that's
brain.
part of adrenaline allows
It's
you
the brain.
to
You
unlock.
you walked
listen,
right into that
listen,
one, Moody.
I already know.
Just listen.
I already know.
You walked right into that
It
one.
allowed you to unlock a portion of a brain.
It
that
was already
that you-
unlocked.
no, it was not.
Yes, it
that
was.
You're not going to be able to access unless something traumatic happens. Correct.
Wrong.
Now, I am
Wrong.
100% correct.
Look,
now, hear me.
I
Let me
agree.
and let me finish my
You
statement.
only allowed
if it
yourself
wasn't for
to
the adrenaline,
use-
she would not be able to pick that car up.
Shit.
It's not a normal thing.
Shit.
Here's the other part to that.
Shit.
No
Let me tell you something.
130-pound woman is picking up a
Thank you.
3,000-pound car.
Shit.
Period.
Shit.
Not without that adrenaline.
Shit.
And here's
Not period.
and
Adrenaline or
here's-
not.
And here's the
Shit.
second part about this.
Shit.
Here's the second part about this. There's a drug out there.
Uh-huh.
Because we're talking about the brain and
Uh-huh,
drugs
yeah,
alter
mhm,
your state of your brain.
yeah.
It's called PCP.
Uh-huh.
Do you know what PCP does?
Nope. Go ahead and tell me.
PCP gives you unlimited strength. Literally. You could break every bone in your body on PCP and you wouldn't feel it. Did you know that?
Yeah.
You know why?
Crazy.
Because that drug unlocks a portion of your brain that you don't have access to.
No,
it is
So
factual.
that's only
It taught you how
10%
to
of your
use it.
brain being unlocked.
Oh my
No.
God.
Not 100. I'm just
No.
letting you know.
Look, your brain brain fires off at different parts, different times, right?
Yeah.
So when you get touched, a certain part of your brain fires off.
Right.
Yep.
When you get hurt, a certain part of your brain fires
Yep.
off. When
He
you're
just said
thinking,
traumatic
when you're
experience.
thinking,
Right.
a
Yep.
certain
Okay.
part of your brain
When
fires
you
off.
fucking, a certain part of your brain
was already
fires off.
All
Yo.
different
He
parts,
is. That's all I'm
right?
talking.
All different parts. If you end up doing just anything, everything, right? A bunch of different shit where all parts of your brain is going off, you just use 100% of your brain. You don't have to use it all at once.
True.
You don't have to use it all at once, but guess what? It was unlocked.
Moody, there you can.
Once
go.
a door is unlocked, it's open. All you have to do is go through it multiple times.
Can I just say this is a cold ass conversation? I did not expect
Yeah,
this
we've been
conversation.
speaking for a minute now.
Cold ass conversation.
I just want to say you're wrong, Moody.
No.
And you proved my point.
No.
If it wasn't for the adrenaline, she didn't. She not only did she only access the part of her brain one time,
Listen,
she's never be able to get back.
I'ma
there.
tell you why.
She'll never get under that car.
Was this the
Yes, it was.
adrenaline or was it the
Yes, it
drugs?
was.
It was the adrenaline.
No,
this
you want to know
time.
why? You want to know why? Because she didn't have a chance to doubt herself.
What?
She
What
didn't
are we
have a
talking
chance.
about, Moody?
It's
I'm
adrenaline.
rocking with you, boy.
She did not have a second to doubt herself.
What was it a doubt?
What was there to doubt?
Anytime you doubt yourself, you're automatically telling yourself you couldn't do it. Therefore, you'll never be able to do it.
I got a question
But
for you, Moody.
if you ever convince yourself, I can do this, you can do it. You could lift a car, just believe in it. Literally.
Why you fucking this nigga?
Oh shit, man, that's the question. Hey, well look, check this out.
Listen,
Hey, so answer this question for me.
He said no.
When do you feel like you unlock this 100% of your brain thing? When do you feel like you unlock it?
every time you go through something, every time
no,
you
no,
do,
I ask you, when do you?
When
A
you wake
time.
up in the morning.
A time period. Give me a time frame.
it's a good question. Only because you'd have to have gone through a lot of things to, you know what I mean, unlock.
So a
unlock your
crackhead
brain.
has 100% of his brain unlocked.
I know
Get what I'm
Hey,
saying?
he's been through a whole lot of shit.
Now watch
I
this.
mean,
the reason I
probably
say
has.
this, the reason I ask this question, man, I'm glad I'm here because I'm out. Normally, 9 times out of 10, I'm on some gang shit. We don't talk about this all the time, so I'm glad I'm able to use
Yeah.
use
Use
my
your brain. That's it.
Right?
This is a
Unlock
cold
this
ass
guy.
Use
conversation.
that part. Use
Yeah.
the part that's been
But
unlocked.
this is what I'm saying. When you're born as a baby,
Yep.
That's when you're
how
the
much,
smartest.
man? So how much of your brain do you think you're using then, as a baby?
I don't fucking know.
That's one of the
And I'm
only
glad
times.
you said that because guess what? You're at the age of how old are you?
27.
And you still don't fucking know.
It doesn't.
And this is why. And this is why I'm saying. This is why I know for this is a fact. Science. If
Yeah.
you wanna,
Uh-huh.
that I know for a fact.
Are we using science now?
Now we use science. Then
Oh,
If
but
that
some
was
The
shit
shit you
went out
don't
the
like.
window earlier.
The shit you don't
the
like.
shit I don't like. Real shit. This is how I know that 100% of your brain is not unlocked. Because if 100% of your brain was unlocked, I think we'd be like aliens. I
That's
think
big
I,
facts.
No.
the way
Big
the
fact.
motherfucking Chinamen think over
Let me
there,
tell you
the
something.
technology, I think our shit would be.
You have to
I'm telling
remember
you.
we are.
You have to remember this, right?
We are.
To every positive, there's a negative, right?
What nigga in the world don't
Hold
use
up.
his brain though?
There's a lot of
Shit,
people
there's
that
a whole
do
bunch
not
of
use their
Come
brain.
on. You know.
No, because you know it's true. We all use our brain in different ways. This nigga might be the best hustler in the world.
But if he
The way
don't use
hustles-
that, but if he don't use that part of his brain, he'll never be that best hustler
but look at this. He uses another piece of his brain
to
where
do something else.
exactly. So that's what I'm saying.
To
So
get
how
on
do we
Instagram.
know?
How will we know if we use
To
100%
fuck
of our
bitches.
brain?
You know what I
That's
mean?
my- That's where I'm really at.
I don't even know when I'm using 20%, 30%. I don't know.
There's
You don't have
scientific
to know.
tests
If you've done
that
it,
shows the
it's
neurons
done.
It's
firing
called
off
an MRI.
when you're doing stuff like that.
That-
But
that's-
what I'm getting at with
What did
Moody
you do
is
to go get?
that your smartest in life will always be when you're a baby, because that's when your brain is firing at every angle.
That's
when
cool.
you're a baby,
But that don't mean you smart. That means you're learning.
you're
Learning.
smartest.
It doesn't mean you're smart.
when
It
you're a
means
baby.
you're learning.
You pick up on everything as a baby and as a child.
Again, that doesn't mean you're smart.
Now, it's science. You can't argue with science.
Oh
So
yeah.
now you
The
on
moderator
science
says,
Science says
Don't
ain't
nobody
no,
give a damn what the moderator says.
Look.
without science, we would still be drinking water from a lake.
Say it
and the
again.
list goes on.
Without
Man.
science, we'll still. So science says a human being
Hey,
is at his smartest
let me just
when
say
he or
this to
she
the-
is a baby.
What y'all call him? The mediator? What y'all call him?
moderator.
The moderator. To the motherfucking moderator with all the Jupiters and calculators. Check this out. People was living for thousands and thousands of years before we got here, and they ain't had no motherfucking glass of water or filtered water. They was drinking water from the grounds and the earth. You know what I'm
How
saying?
you know?
How do
But
I know?
what?
Yeah, how do you know?
Hold on.
How do you know?
But even on that point,
And then not only that, that's why I felt like this shit. Right, we can go back in time. The Black Plague, all that shit. I feel like this shit was made.
Who had the Black Plague?
It was made by somebody. Just like AIDS, HIV, cancer. This shit was made.
Who
by
had the
somebody.
Black Plague?
hold on.
Because
Put-
niggas
We was
didn't have
living
that.
good.
Hold on,
Like
hold on.
people was
Put this Cadillac on that R. Let's back up a little bit.
Niggas didn't have the
Let's
Black
back-
Plague.
Let's back up a little bit.
What?
On the
Niggas
Hold on.
didn't have the Black Plague.
Okay. Since when
Keep
did
going.
when did you start hearing about niggas?
don't
Niggas
start with
existed,
niggas.
niggas existed
Oh my
before
God.
anybody.
How? When?
Who do you think was the first people here?
You better not say he was a nigga.
Come on now. What you thought he was white?
Nope.
No.
All right then.
I think he was an alien. Science. You feel what I'm saying? Like, come on. Science.
Anyway,
The thing is, Rudy,
Nah,
fuck
hold-
that, because we're not going to
No. Just hold on.
You heard what he said.
On the note of
hell
this,
yeah.
on the note of this drinking water for thousands and
This is what we're gonna be
thousands of
talking about. We're
years.
gonna be talking about the paranormal.
Hold on.
Where did water
On the note
come
of this
from?
drinking water, it's water. It's in the fucking earth, bro. It don't matter where it
It's
came
in your
from.
body.
It's just the fact that motherfuckers was
Water?
drinking it. Motherfuckers was drinking it and getting their stomachs fucked up. They was having diarrhea and shit. Just nasty. Just I'm thirsty. I'm gonna drink, but I know I'm gonna shit motherfucking insides out. And then these motherfuckers that's 2 towns away or however many fucking meters away was drinking water out of a well, right? It's filtered by the ground. They don't have these stomach issues. We do. They don't. So what the fuck y'all be doing over there? We just
Man.
get it right out the ground.
I know you watch Free Willy, but this shit ain't that.
No, nigga, I'm telling you, this is fucking science, nigga. Because we got it. They don't. Go over there, holler at them. What y'all doing different? Okay, we gonna try that shit over here. You know what? That shit works. Our stomachs ain't fucked up. Go tell the next town over what we did.
Man, but see, this is the thing though. Like, people used to eat fucking
What? Fruits and vegetables?
nah, fuck fruit. We ain't gonna
Who
even
the
talk.
fuck was eating fruits and vegetables?
Everybody.
Man, do you not know that people back long time
Killing
ago
the fuck out of goats and cows and
eating them
bulls.
raw, not even
What you
cooking
talking
them.
about?
Man,
Not
see,
even-
what,
Bro,
do you
no,
know
it's-
what type
it's-
of people
bro.
you talking about?
Eating that
Let
swine.
me say this shit. No,
Do you
no,
know
we're not
what
even
type of
talking
people-
about-
Eating raw swine.
Bro,
Do you know whose history?
Eating the white man's
Whose
pork.
history we're talking about?
all I'm saying is
Whose history?
before we even
His
stop
history.
I know you're talking about
Let's
black people.
Exactly.
talk about
Not
Because we
black
was
people.
killing the shit out of some meat.
Oh, we was. But we
Hey,
wasn't.
I ain't gonna skate past this shit. Fuck that.
But we wasn't eating it raw.
Who's to say? I understand the first man was discovered in Africa, but who's to say what skin color he was?
anything.
This is what's wrong with black people. Y'all always try to claim shit. You claim Bill Clinton is the first black president.
That has nothing to
shit
do
fell
with-
through.
He was a nigga.
No,
he
you
got
was
mad
you,
nigga
you,
in
you
him.
claim John B. You claiming Jack Harlow.
Claim
Quit
who?
claiming shit.
Who? Hold up,
Just
now.
let she be what
on
you
Nobody
something.
claiming
He on
them.
something.
I'm being honest.
How he go from Bill Clinton and Jack Harlow
Same
Cause these
shit.
niggas wanna be
You claiming
niggas.
to
Eminem
bones that
No.
are 200,000 years
because
old?
you got to
Wanna
quit
be niggas.
claiming shit that ain't yours.
listen.
Bro,
Who gives a fuck who's first? I'm worried about who's gonna be last.
because who
Because
first
who
matter?
first? Exactly.
We ain't trying
That's
to be
a good-
extinct.
Exactly.
Do you think your body has water in it?
Yes. It
It does?
yes.
Where?
It
Like,
better.
Can I poke you and water come out your ear?
Yes.
No, nigga.
Yes.
What's the water?
It's in your blood.
You sweat, don't you?
Now, see,
That's water.
that's why I said this shit is an educated guess.
Man.
The reason why I say this,
When you die,
the reason why I
blood,
say,
water, and shit
How
come
we
out
get
your
on
body.
this topic?
Listen to me. If it was true, I feel like it's a mix.
All right, stop drinking water for the rest of your life. See what happens.
Oh my god! Listen, what I'm saying though. I feel like it's a mix.
Of what?
It's just like this. Can you watch this? And I learned this shit from Cat Williams.
All right, bet
can
Cat
you
Williams.
can you make water?
No. Ooh.
What?
Ooh.
Can we make water?
Can you
No.
make water?
No.
Nigga, that's the only thing. And these niggas that y'all talking about with this science shit, since they
No, you
so
can't.
fucking smart, you cannot
can't-
make no fucking water.
You can't make it. You
You
can
can't make
take.
no
You
fucking
can't
water.
make water.
You can't fucking
Ladies
make
and
no
gentlemen,
water.
You
the
can't-
moderator.
You can't fuse
How can
hydrogen
I-
and
Well,
oxygen.
nigga, you show me. Go give me a bottle
No,
of hydrogen
you
and then
can't.
give me a bottle of oxygen and let's
Mix
make
that
some
shit
water.
up, nigga. Hey,
No, you have to have two oxygens.
Man, Cat Williams just proved
no,
this shit.
that's
Right now he done started one
that
of
is
the
not
biggest arguments.
producing water.
Look, you have to have
Not
two
saying no
oxygen.
way. I ain't never seen a
Chantel
nigga make
says-
water.
You need two
That's
oxygens.
not how it works, Biz.
Hey guys, I hate to
Well-
break this to y'all.
Go back to moderating,
But Biz is
motherfucker.
actually right. And Biz is actually right.
What?
And actually
can't make
astronauts do make water when they go up in space using different plants.
Nigga.
That shit was
Niggas,
already
'cause
there.
They consume
That shit
water.
was already there.
Hold on.
They consume. You can't make
They
water.
use from different plants. They
We
don't.
have a
they
comment
don't
in the comments section.
fuse
That's like telling me.
hydrogen and oxygen.
Hey, we
Bro,
got
he
some comments,
basically-
man.
what-
We got
what-
some
what-
comments.
what-
We got some
Escalate.
comments.
What the mediator,
We got
the
some
They
moderator,
ain't even listening
whatever
to
the
me.
fuck, what he just said,
I'm
he's
listening.
crazy as hell. Cause I'm telling you right now, can you make cocaine?
I don't know about that one.
No, it comes from one plant.
Oh, you talking about the, okay. I thought we were
You
talking
can
about
grow it.
Sorry.
You can grow it.
Sorry,
grow
yes,
it,
that's
but you
correct.
can't make it.
That is
make
correct.
no goddamn cocaine.
You can't
That's
make
the same
nothing
way with these
natural.
plants.
You can make crack
God,
rock.
only God can make some
Even,
shit.
oh, my point exactly. So when it comes,
Only God can make some shit.
Black man made water first. San Antonio. He got
Get the hell out of here, Biz.
Oh my
he
God.
got a machine. He make water in San Antonio.
That way.
No.
Goes
Is he
that
still
way.
alive?
bro, let me tell you this shit.
Is he
if,
still alive?
If any man on this earth has made water, that nigga's a god.
No, not
So,
yeah.
Made water.
We have some comments.
Coming from the comments,
Go from the comments.
Okay,
What
so
you got?
we're going to get back on topic.
Yeah, paranormal activity, please.
Chantel says the sun, the geography indicates first people had to be melanized.
That's
We
not
had to
true.
be-
Thank
to
you.
survive.
Yes,
and
it's
then
very
she said, yes, you can make water.
No, you
Indians are
cannot.
melanized.
Exactly. They're
So
black.
we're not the.
Keep going.
See, you started
That was
this
it?
shit.
Man,
This
you
your
cannot
problem.
make.
Get your mans.
You think Indians are black?
Yes.
You think dark skinned
Just because
Hispanics
you
are
Indian,
black?
nigga,
Yes.
don't make you black.
Oh my God.
You think Indians were black?
Oh my God.
Native Americans were
Yes.
black? Get the fuck out of here.
Yes, they was black. Go look at the pictures, my nigga.
Oh
The
my God.
pictures.
Skin
Yes.
tone may be
They-
black to you, but they're
they
not
was
black.
black.
But see, here's it. Hold
What
on.
is
hold
black?
On. Hold on. That's what I was gonna
This
say.
nigga,
What
this
is
nigga,
black?
That's what I was gonna
These
say.
niggas,
See-
we
see-
Indians.
Hold on.
Because to a white man, you black, you black, you black. You
And
black.
that's what I was gonna
A Mexican
say.
is black.
First of
it
all,
don't matter.
First
Everybody
of all,
black.
like I've said on this show before, black and white is an American-made construct
It
to
is.
separate us. Okay. Now, on the note of melaninized people,
Right.
everybody on this planet has melanin in them.
Thank you. Except.
But
No, even white people,
But-
they got
no, white people have
They got-
some. White people have some too.
very little. They
Now-
don't want to accept it.
Now we have a whole lot more than they do, but the most melaninized people on this planet come from Africa. Period.
Niggas. Simple and plain.
Bitches.
There are white people in there.
Wow.
Niggas. I'm gonna
Yes,
say,
there are.
There
They
are-
invaded
There have
Africa.
no, there have
They
always
Niggas.
invaded
white people in there.
Africa.
Okay. So
They invaded.
I like speaking facts. I'm
They,
just
me
saying.
too.
okay,
They
and if you look at the
invaded
majority,
Africa.
and if you look at majorities, black people,
Listen,
melaninized,
If we're gonna talk science,
colored,
it's more realistic that the first person who was born probably didn't have melanin due to this.
What did he
thing-
have?
Stop.
What did he have?
Due to this thing called evolution.
bullshit.
Yes,
Was he a
evolution
monkey?
is real.
He was a monkey. He
He
started
could
off
have
as a
been,
monkey. Man, get
but
the
you
fuck
don't
out
know.
of here, bro.
But he probably had a lot of hair because he didn't have clothes.
Man.
See, that's the thing you got to understand.
Says who?
See, listen.
Man.
You are outside of your mind,
How do you
whereas
know?
I am inside of my
Talking
mind.
I'm thinking outside the box.
What do you mean? How do you know? So you know about the caveman, right?
You too, right?
You talking
hold
about
on, listen.
no,
Because they was drawing pictures with clothes.
They wasn't drawing no
Yes, they
pictures.
were.
No, we talking about
The
Homo sapiens.
cavemen had hair
Wait,
all over their body,
cave,
like
wait,
monkeys.
stop. Let's stop. Wait, stop right there. The who man?
Cavemen.
The white man.
That wasn't.
They was the caveman. We was not in caves,
wait,
bro.
I have a serious
We lived
question.
in civilizations. We
Okay.
lived. There were.
Boy, do you not know there's still tribes not living in civilization?
Yes,
in
there are.
Africa?
I know
The
that.
original people.
But-
Like, what is you saying?
Wait, the
But
original
they don't
people,
live in caves.
That's what they're called because they don't.
Are they
have-
Aboriginals.
Are
They
they
don't live in
black?
caves.
Are they black?
What do they live in?
They actually live amongst the land, but not in the caves. They don't live in caves. They don't need to
You
live in
think
caves.
all cavemen were literally living in fucking caves?
Why they called cavemen?
I have a question though, for real, for real.
Hey, you know what we all
My
doing here?
timeline messed up. So it was God, the dinosaurs, and then the cavemen. What? I'm lost.
Don't worry, everybody else is
Say
too.
something about the dinosaurs.
We got to draw
I'm
a
trying to figure
diagram.
it out because y'all talk about cavemen, so I'm like, okay, so this God.
Let's get back to this horror shit.
We got to draw a diagram.
Hold on,
Hey,
please answer that question before we
Listen,
move on.
I'm gonna show you the Sumerian tablets, and we're gonna talk.
Yeah, the
Do
timeline
y'all
is mixed.
do y'all believe in the afterlife?
Yes.
Hey man, look, I ain't gonna tell. This is how I feel about that. At the end of the day,
Wait.
Tupac said it. Twister said it.
Yo.
I done heard,
Watch that movie.
I done heard a couple educated
Hey,
rappers
money.
then say like what they believe about afterlife. You know, they feel like when you say afterlife,
Well, shit, that's a good.
it's
one.
hell to them. I mean, y'all got to check that out yourself. I don't even want to.
I mean, all right. So look, if you
But
saying
afterlife is hell.
if you saying afterlife, right? That just means you've died, right?
Not necessarily.
No,
Some
no,
people
no.
live in the
Because-
afterlife
no, no,
alive.
no.
How do you get to
Listen.
the afterlife without dying?
Are you gonna listen, right?
Oh my!
Is you gonna listen?
Not real shit.
Because if there's
You
life
never heard
after
that
this
term,
body,
living in hell? You never heard that?
no, listen. If there is life after this body, right?
Yes.
Then afterlife would be a non-existence. You would never exist because this is afterlife. Your life still goes on after you leave this body.
Exactly.
If you're still
So
a spirit,
that's why I said. Nick, that's why they say the afterlife is like people living in hell. And see, you're trying to use the words after
This life.
life. Like you're talking about you're talking about physical self. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about some
Spiritual.
afterlife, like spiritually. Like where do you go from here when you make this stage of your life and you still living?
But the real question then, if you are still living,
Yes.
after you have left
this body,
this shoebox,
Yes.
right? You the Jordans, you have come out of this shoebox, right?
yes.
What is this shoebox
That's
then?
what I
Is
said
the
previously.
shoebox
But
dead?
like I said,
Yes,
you're
the shoebox
but once
is
again,
dead.
Once again, I'm gonna say this again. You're talking about the physical. I'm not talking about. I'm talking about mentally.
gotta
Because
read that
you never,
question,
you
Ken.
never
No, I'm
heard
talking
people
about
say
both.
this. You never
I
heard
been
people say
saying
this.
that.
You never heard your uncle,
Hold
your
on,
grandmother, or your granddaddy say,
Hold on real
"I done
quick.
already lived life." You never heard that saying before?
Yeah, he was alive. He was standing in front of me when he said it.
I'm about to stump this real quick because if you believe in spirits and spiritual world, then you understand that before your spirit enters the physical body, that spirit is actually life.
Yes.
But as humans, we associate life with
Afterlife.
actually physically living on
Exactly.
the world.
And it's
That's
not.
why humans call it afterlife. But the reality is we're just returning from the plane that we started with.
Exactly.
Yawn.
Hey, comments.
Yes. Exactly.
Okay, so the moderator said none. No one knows anything about the afterlife. We won't know until we die. Everything else is just made up shit from
Agreed.
creative people. I definitely agree with that.
The afterbody.
Until you niggas, when you
That's what we're gonna
niggas,
start
when
calling
you
it, the
niggas run into
afterbody.
some ghosts, don't call me. The three of you niggas, cause they coming for y'all.
I'm gonna call Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters this
Who you
nigga.
gonna call, motherfucker?
They ain't gonna pick up. They dealing with ghosts too.
You got one more. You got one more. It's a question being asked to us.
Okay, so official
Deja
Monty
vu.
said, "What's your scariest experience with spiritual beings, the afterlife, if y'all have any?"
Oh, fuck all that.
I ain't
How
got
do we
none.
know anything about that?
The
My
afterbody.
scariest experience with
Rephrase the
spirits.
That
afterbody.
nigga got a story.
Yeah, I do.
Oh my
It's-
God.
It's so. This is what happened.
Yo.
I was a child.
Yes, you were.
Me and my grandmother were sitting in her bedroom.
Yes, y'all were.
watching daytime TV. I guess it was summertime, or I wasn't in school, but
Price is
9
Right.
out of 10, it was day. It was she liked to watch soaps.
Y'all was doing that.
And we sitting
my
on the
shit.
bed watching TV,
Uh-huh.
and all of a sudden I look up and I see this black
Oh,
figure with red eyes just standing in
Dang,
the doorway.
that's crazy.
Now, to me, as a kid, this black figure looked scary as fuck. It
Hell
looked like
yeah.
it had dreads, but it didn't.
He was
But
black.
it was just the way it looked.
He was
but
a
it
black
looked
man.
scary as fuck. Just just black,
ass up.
like midnight black.
Yeah, he was a black man.
But it had red eyes. And all of a sudden, this figure
That
just
was
took
God.
off, right? Now, when my granny seen it, because she
I'm
saw
gonna
it.
tell you this, bro. That was somebody just robbing your house.
No.
He came in.
So,
that was. Go ahead.
when
go
my
ahead.
granny saw it, she
That was an
said-
angel.
She said Keisha, because my aunt had ran away.
Yeah.
So we both hopped up out of the bed. She ran after it throughout the house.
That was Keisha.
And it was not Keisha.
Oh, okay.
There was nobody. No, let him talk. There was nobody else in the house, right?
Yeah.
Nobody else in the house. All the doors were still locked. I didn't see Keisha. But apparently she said she saw Keisha. But I knew it wasn't Keisha. Because how did Keisha get in? My granny had changed all the locks.
What if? Wait,
And all the doors were locked. So there was no doors slamming, no none of that.
what if she wasn't saying it as if Keisha? Let me ask you a question. Is Keisha still alive?
Yes.
Okay, never mind.
Hey, so
Okay, I get that then.
As a kid, where do y'all think this shit come from? Like
It's been there.
to go to sleep and then have a nightmare. We call it a nightmare because something scary.
We've been
happens.
there
But no, I'm saying, why do you think that?
because we've been there.
That's not it. I think nightmares happen because as a kid, they start either from something you seen that unlocked something in your brain that was like, okay, this is fear. It's not necessarily that it's a nightmare. It's that fear endorphin unlocking in your brain.
Bro, let me tell you something. I didn't start. This is true shit. No cap. I didn't start watching like scary movies till I was like 9 or 10.
Yeah,
but I was already having nightmares and shit as a 5-6-year-old.
Yeah.
Mama, I just had a bad dream.
because
like,
that endorphin has to unlock.
But you could have actually seen something. You know what I mean? You could have walked in on somebody else watching something.
It's not even
and
that. It's
It
almost
could be
like with a
anything.
sociopath. A sociopath, that trigger that says you're supposed to fear this and have consequences and feel guilty about shit, it never unlocks. So they're not having nightmares. And if they were, they probably enjoy the shit.
But do you not like?
Not
why
if that doesn't unlock.
Yeah, it doesn't
it's
unlock.
crazy because like when we speak, that's why it's hard for me to believe in a whole bunch of shit that scientists say because man, like you got people's you got people who are born and digest different things. You know what I'm saying? And when they digest these things, we all have different learning skills. And I don't think do you believe that shit is genetic? Do you believe that's just in your DNA, the way you think or the way you do things as a baby? Like because and the reason I don't believe that is because man, it's like
Where are you learning?
this is what I'm saying exactly. Let me take this baby from this Chinese woman. Let me take this baby from this black woman. Let me take this baby from this white woman, and we're gonna all put them in the same house with the same mother and father, and let's see how they all grow. And they coming under the same thing. Do you think they're gonna all think the same, or they
No.
all gonna be? Why not?
Oh, okay, so if it's
Why not?
Well, hold on. If it's an original baby from birth, right?
From Chinese
From birth,
people,
no, from birth, like right out the womb, and put them into a new household, then they're gonna grow up however the parents teach them, the new parents.
No sir.
Yes,
No sir.
they're gonna grow up learning because you learn everything from birth.
They're gonna learn basic stuff like
Say,
what's
you're-
right and
you're
wrong.
both right. Yeah,
But
they're gonna learn ABC 1 2 3. The
Yeah.
shit that
For
kids
sure.
learn,
that's what I'm saying. Like,
right?
That's a
But-
top thing.
But whatever's genetically
But their interpretation of the world around
is
them
based on the genetics.
is based on just whatever fuck going through their head. That just decisions that they make. That's on them.
Man, look, I know.
I mean,
I know
you
two
got
dudes
kids,
right
bro?
now.
You
Yeah.
got kids, bro?
Yeah.
You've seen your kids how you put something in front
Hold
of
on, let me slow down. I don't got no kids with Z's. I only
Okay.
got one.
just
I got
one.
a kid.
Just one.
They got
You see how
kids,
you
bro.
put, I got 3. You see
Okay.
how you put
You
something in
got kids
front.
with 3 Z's.
Hey,
You know.
yeah, nigga. Hey, got a 3-piece.
Already.
You see like you put something in front of them, and it's just something so simple, right? And they flip and do something totally different with it. Fucking Legos. How old's your kid?
Mine's is 3. He's 3 years old.
Oh, you ain't there yet. Well, the point I'm trying to make is you can put simple shit in front of them, and they will absorb that simple shit as kids. But then it's for some reason they get in the back of their head and come out something totally different. And we do the same thing. Fucking songs and artists and beat makers, we watch motherfuckers do it all day long. Kids do the same thing.
But you talking about something that's taught. I'm talking about as far as let a baby sit in, put them Legos in that room, right?
Yeah.
With a Chinese little boy, a black little boy, and a white little boy, right? They all in this room with these Legos. You just said that kid is gonna try to build something different from what this nigga gonna build.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But why is that? Why do you think that is? I don't think that's genetic.
I do. I think
It-
that
it's gonna be
you
based
do
on what
pass
they've
down
seen.
certain traits because, again, certain things that unlock in your mind stick with you. You know, one thing that science can't prove, like, for example.
How's that sticking with you as a baby?
Just listen, I'm going to tell you why.
Right.
It's almost like a transplant, right? I take my kidney and I give it to Stanley.
I don't want that damn kid.
Just listen. And what ends up, a lot of transplant people, what ends up happening is they get these sensations like, for example, one guy got somebody else's memories. Like, he was like, man, why do I remember this? I don't know how to do this. Another one became a pianist. Never knew how to play the piano. All of a sudden, one day he just tapped in and da-da-da. You hear a couple of them say, I just started jogging out the blue, and I never jogged.
This is why white people
They-
kidnap black people.
They start to develop some of those character traits, right? Because they have this person's kidney inside of them. It's almost like the same thing with a baby. It's passing down that DNA. They've unlocked something. And one thing they can't prove, they always say memories stick to, the brain, right?
Yeah.
But
everything has a memory.
everything has a memory, right?
Yeah,
So
everybody
you
part.
have muscle memories all throughout your body. And who's to say that's not passed along, including your actual DNA?
Yeah,
The penis it builds up memory too. So who's to say that your DNA, once it's passed on, certain things aren't unlocked in that child?
So my dick remember that bitch I fucked when I was 13.
Hell yeah.
Possibly.
So if I have a penis like transplant and put my penis on somebody else's, they gonna remember the bitch I fucked when I was 13.
They might.
Possibly, but we're not talking
It's
about
gonna get
that.
hard
We're-
when she walk
we're-
by.
we're-
Andrea,
We
it's
are
like-
talking about
It's gonna get hard when
DNA
she walk by.
specific things passed down to your child. And I think that can happen.
So my son gonna remember the bitch I fucked when I was 13.
Possibly. You
Okay.
never know.
He might
Now,
recognize it.
let me break this down just like this. So this dog fucked this dog, and they both are black dogs. But this dog, the pup that come out, that motherfucker come out brown.
That they're dogs.
They're dogs.
What's that mean?
I know, but I'm just trying to make a point. Is that you and your girl, y'all make a baby. Now she's gonna say, and her mother's gonna say, and your mother's gonna say, "Oh my God, she got eyes like Aunt Sally." Your grandmother gonna say, "Oh, he got a nose like your Uncle James." At the end of the day, you talking about the physical. I'm talking about the actual brain. I'm talking about. I don't think that shit is genetic. I think that.
If it's not genetic, then you have to explain how athletes' children grow up to do almost the exact same thing their parents
Because they're being
before-
taught.
It's taught.
It's-
Yeah.
Because it's being taught. It's what you see.
No.
Jordan's
no,
son
hold on.
can't hoop like Jordan.
No, listen.
Not at
I'm
all.
gonna show you
No.
something.
Nothing like him.
That's
Look,
them, but
Man,
It's-
it's
it's
taught,
the Jordan
man.
DNA
It's
them
taught.
kids.
It's taught. It's
because
taught.
his daughter hoops like him.
That's why I say. That's why I truly.
Big fact.
it's taught.
That's why I truly feel that 100%.
They got the mama DNA.
Now this goes back to my thing. That's why I feel like 100% of our brain is not unlocked, because if LeBron
We back on
James,
that.
LeBron James himself, that man is a monster. We know this, and some of y'all might be hating, but that man is a monster in real life. But this is what I'm saying. His son, Bronny, I don't think he's gonna be like that.
So official Monty says it doesn't necessarily have to be a loved one though. A lot of people just find things they like that hard to believe until they've had their own experiences.
responding
I can
to
see
what's
where you're coming from though. Yeah, I know she was responding to.
What was her name again?
Officially Monty,
No, the other person that said.
Chantel Forbes.
Okay.
What did she say? I didn't catch what she
But
She said
um,
what officially Monty said.
Oh.
So
yeah, let's get back on the topic.
So at the end of the day, I do believe that there is a spiritual world out there that
The afterbody.
sure
Because it's not an afterlife.
Yeah,
Apparently.
it's an afterbody.
It's an afterbody.
we can call it
Coin
afterbody.
the term. You know what I'm talking about? I need a quarter anytime anybody uses it.
I came up with it.
You just got
If
Bill
it's,
Gates.
if it's on the show, it's my intellectual property,
No,
nigga.
no,
It's
no, no,
mine.
no.
Nope, we not doing that.
Psych.
It's one of those
I like that
things
term,
where
though.
The
afterbody.
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 Ain't no more afterlife, nigga.
It's
It's
the afterbody.
afterbody.
Because you're already living life, nigga. What's after the body?
Anyone ever
nigga?
seen like White Noise?
Seen White Noise, the movie,
Yes,
or
yes.
no?
Yeah.
Is that new?
No, it's this old
old.
movie, but it talks
watch it.
about how, and you'll see this a lot with these paranormal shows where you hear like static,
Yeah.
but you hear people or voices through the white noise. That's how stuff like that. It happened up on The Conjuring too,
Yeah.
with the tapes where he was
With,
recording.
with
and
little
then-
girl,
I like her answer. By the way, somebody just commented. I love that answer. That's what I was trying to get to.
Poltergeist. Y'all remember
It's called
Poltergeist?
a soul. If you believe in that sort of thing, that's what I can't even say the fucking
Differentiate.
word. Differentiate us right now.
That's why-
I couldn't get it out, but that's it.
She
But
said that's why siblings can be raised at the same time and turn out opposites, which is very much so true.
It's all about.
which is the point I was
It's all
trying to
about
make.
how you.
so. It's not.
It's
so
all about
not
what
genetic.
you learn, man.
It's not genetic.
It's all about what you
It's the
learn.
spirit in you. It's who you.
It's both. It's both.
If you're saying that, then
It's both.
that's
I
it's,
feel like
it's genetic.
I feel like genetic is what makes your features. Like what you know what know what I'm saying? I feel like that's genetic, but I don't think what's in the brain is
Nah,
genetic.
because
I
I
don't
know
think
I
so.
know a motherfucker
No.
that went to Poly High School and was 6'10" and couldn't dunk. So his daddy was a hell of a hooper. did his motherfucking thing, but on that
But
court,
what was his mom?
son was not a
genetic.
beast.
But-
She was also an athletic beast, 5'11"
Was she a-
volleyball
was she a
player and a
hooper?
hooper. Yes. He was genetically primed.
Was he learning from them?
I don't know. It don't matter. It
do
it's-
matter.
What do you mean it do?
It do matter because it's you become.
Because
It's like this. You know how the saying,
He was being groomed to hoop
birds
since
of a
elementary
feather
school, Moody.
flock together.
That's not how they.
Right.
He was
So-
hanging
so the
around the
music-
hoopers.
Listen, just listen.
What y'all said,
But the thing
mediator
is this:
is a mediator?
just because
moderator.
Moderator.
just
Hey,
because
to the
they can
moderator.
hoop don't mean that that's what they were teaching him. You know what I mean? They could have
True.
been teaching him something completely different outside of hooping.
Yeah.
Everybody could have been. He could have been hanging around 10 hoopers, but they're not teaching him hooping. They could be teaching him slanging. They could be teaching him anything
Nigga,
else.
he was being taught hooping.
But all I'm saying is that doesn't mean that's what it was.
You know the nigga.
Hey,
I know you're talking about.
Y'all read
So,
these
what
comments?
the fuck is
Y'all read these comments?
Go for it.
Cause
No.
they own what I'm talking about. I'm glad they yeah.
Man, show me the comments, man.
There you go. Let you read it because I can't read today. I mean, literally.
Oh shit!
I'm pulling their mother.
Happy birthday to my wife. Just
Happy
so you know.
birthday, Bun.
She finally checked in.
She probably drunk.
Happy birthday
Probably still
to.
drunk.
Is this the one that gave birth to your 3?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the only one.
Happy
Okay,
birthday.
I'm
Yo, oh, I don't got kids by multiples, nigga.
Okay,
No.
hey, you know,
Only
He
one.
ain't pulling up with no McDonald's.
ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Even if it was 3, 5 different, it don't matter. Hey,
It do, man.
You know what I'm
'cause
saying?
you don't need to be pulling up with no extra
Why
McDonald's.
not?
we not
not?
doing. We did that last week, nigga. We not doing
We
that.
don't even talk about that.
So,
But nah, happy birthday to you, love. But back to this though, they are on what I was talking about, and I believe that's what I'm saying, man. Like, come on, y'all in this damn science and this up above alien. I don't know what the hell y'all got going on, but
It's all the same thing. I promise you.
the spirit is the same.
It's science as well. Everything.
how the fuck
I'm
is the
gone.
spirit
That nigga
science?
just said spirit is science. I know.
How the fuck is the spirit
Why did
science?
you put in
How
that
is it
nigga
not
Kool-Aid this
science?
morning?
Look, everything in this world is connected.
Cyanide.
He'll drink
It's
Kool-Aid.
all connected.
Why not?
I don't drink Kool-Aid. I hate Kool-Aid.
I drink Kool-Aid.
How
So
is
you
it
a
all
sour
connected?
ass nigga.
It's
You
all
don't like
connected.
sweets. What's wrong with you?
Anyway, it's all
But-
connected.
but-
especially if you believe in a higher power or a force that created the universe. It's all connected.
But see, that's the thing about spirits and anything that isn't science. Eventually,
A spirit
becomes,
is just an energy.
Eventually becomes science.
Yeah, exactly.
You get what I'm saying?
It's
Well,
A spirit
the
is just
white
energy,
people-
man.
It's white people that try to make that shit like that.
No,
It's-
for real, bro.
it's-
Everything
spirit
is
is
science
just
on white
energy.
folks.
No,
No,
because
no.
it is.
Look,
no,
black
everything's
people-
Bro,
religion
they
to
trying
white
to take.
folks.
They trying
Black
to take.
people taught them science.
They're trying to.
Oh my god.
You said what?
Black people taught white people science.
Booty cuz.
God damn.
All right, y'all. We gonna look.
my God.
I'm
Y'all
gonna
gonna
start
learn
calling you
something.
Brother Sharif.
Y'all gonna learn
Thank you,
something.
bro.
This is Brother Sharif.
White people.
Now I do
White
believe.
people-
I
white
do
people-
believe black
white
people.
people.
I do believe black people taught white people language.
Everything,
Language.
Everything.
I do believe that.
every
I do
goddamn
believe that.
thing.
Like as far as our language, the way we communicate with one another, math. I believe
We taught
that.
them that's science. We
But-
taught them everything.
But math isn't
And
just
it's
complete
also science.
Math
It's
is
not.
Math is science.
But I'm just saying it's not complete.
What is science?
Science.
What is science?
Science is
Who
man.
came up with science?
It's all. I'm just telling you, all this shit is the same.
We
It's all
did.
connected.
So, hold up. So first of all, science has to do with growth. By the way, too.
So
as
does
well.
math.
Math ain't got nothing to do with growth.
It don't. What's
It has
What's
nothing to do with growth.
it's growth
It's
right
grow,
there.
It grows. This.
Come on now, y'all just being
No, for real. No, for
Damn.
real. That's how that works, bro.
Okay, 3 minus 1. Is that growth?
That's
Nigga,
also
that's
yes,
going
it's growing down.
Yes.
Oh my god! I ain't never seen nothing grow down.
Shit.
What the hell?
No.
Science has nothing to do with spirituality.
Yes, it
That's
does.
why there's a separation of church and
No.
state. Listen, Moody.
What?
Galileo. Hold on.
What is
What
a
on
soul?
your ass now? You didn't. Oh,
What is
all
a
right.
soul?
Said Galileo.
Go for it. Go for it.
What
Galileo.
is a soul? Or a spirit? What is either one
No,
of
no,
those?
no. Let him have this one.
Hmm?
You go ahead. You
Both.
have the floor, sir.
A spirit or soul is energy.
This nigga here.
How you
Literally
know?
energy. You are energy
How you
within
know?
yourself.
How you know?
What's the gaps, nigga? Please illustrate.
How you know, Moody? Cuz
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
You see?
Yeah.
how you know?
Because I know.
Nigga, you want
The same way. The same
you
way
wasn't there
that
when
if you
Tupac got
can
shot, nigga.
you can capture you can
wasn't
capture
there,
a
nigga.
picture of a dead body, right?
Okay.
Not a dead body, a spirit leaving a body. You can capture that picture. if you take a picture at the moment a person dies, you can capture the body.
The moment the person dies.
The moment a person dies, you can capture.
I done seen
the
a lot of
soul.
niggas killed on video, and I ain't seen his soul go nowhere.
Okay.
See, that's the thing.
If you slow a
do
video
you believe
down,
that hell is a physical place?
I believe it's a mental place.
Nah,
Because I've been there.
How do you mentally go to hell when you dead?
How you,
Huh?
thank you.
Do you believe that hell
Because
is a
what
physical
happens?
place?
Do you know what happens when you die?
But how do you die after life, after body? What? How? Said spirit moves on.
Do you one question at a time?
Okay.
Do you believe that hell is a physical place,
I believe it's a mental
or
place.
do you believe that we're currently in hell?
I believe we're
I
in
just
heaven.
got you speaking of that. Y'all niggas ignoring me when I
We
said
are
that.
in heaven.
currently in
We
hell.
are in heaven.
In hell.
We're in
We
hell.
are in
Kay
heaven.
says we're in
We
hell.
are
in
in
hell.
You believe
I'm
we
gonna show
in
you.
heaven?
I'm gonna tell you something. We are in heaven. The
Why is
only
that?
way to get
This
to
is
hell.
heaven?
Yes. You wanna know why?
This
Well, no,
heaven is trash, bro.
No, no, no.
I don't
Listen.
want to go to heaven.
Fuck
Lord.
heaven,
I don't wanna
man.
go to heaven. Take me to the
I'm just trying to
Listen.
get the fuck out of heaven.
Listen.
Wow.
What Lucifer House?
Listen.
Oh my God.
Why are we in heaven?
We are in heaven
Then why we ain't seeing God yet?
because you ain't looked in the mirror.
Oh my God.
Anyway,
Here we go with that
no,
shit.
no, on the real though.
Oh my
On
God.
the real.
hold on,
No,
Cuz.
it's
Hold on,
all
hold
a
on,
mental.
hold on.
You could be
So you one
at
of them
the
niggas that
happiest.
believe that you are a God?
Yes, but at look at this.
Cut the mic off.
Hey, listen what he got to say. Listen,
Anyway.
listen.
Your mental determines your thoughts. Literally determine where you are in this space, right? You can be in heaven. You could be the happiest you've ever been, the happiest you want to be, just by thinking it. Or you can be in hell, the most unhappy that you want to be, just by thinking it.
Or you could be in a simulation
But you
right
also-
now and don't even realize it.
But the
You
same,
are not
but that's
in
all
here.
the
You
same
are in the
thing.
matrix
yes,
right now.
but at the same time,
You
Oh,
plugged
shit.
in.
all this is
Oh,
right.
shit.
All this is
Yeah.
it's not heaven or hell or an in between. It's just there. It's matter that you can see, touch, and feel. But heaven is a mental thing. So that's why I say we are in heaven. Because if you tell yourself we in hell, guess where you're gonna be?
Kay, why do you think that this is hell?
Shit, look how we living. Look what's going on. That's what it feels like hell. I don't know what hell feel like, but
There you go. That's what I was gonna say.
Wait. But do you know what heaven feel like?
I don't know what
Have
heaven
you ever
feel
been
like.
happy?
Who came up with heaven and
That's not
hell?
heaven, no.
That's
I
what
didn't say
wanna
that.
know.
Because in heaven,
I
you
didn't
don't
say
feel
that.
happy or sad.
I didn't
There's
say
no
that.
emotion. You're just
How do you
That's
know that?
purgatory.
Right.
That ain't heaven. That's purgatory.
How do you know that?
It's in the Bible.
It say that? You ain't gonna feel happy?
You don't feel
Who
any
made
emotions.
the
It's in
Bible?
the Bible.
That's
made the
what that's
Bible?
in heaven.
Who made science?
Exactly. That's
That's
what
where
I'm
I'm at.
saying.
That-
Who made science?
Nigga, who made
math?
Nikes, nigga? I don't know. Shit.
And then, to be honest, like, have anybody actually really seen a dinosaur?
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's
You're not
what
going
Why
there.
do this?
You're not
we
going there.
got to.
Please tell us about Galileo.
And then we
get on
so-called find these dinosaur bones all the way deep down in the grounds and in the caves, and then we got writings on the walls. And man, you don't think people just made this shit and made it look like?
Why the
or-
fuck would the Egyptians make shit up?
Why would they make dinosaur bones and
Right,
throw them in the
like-
dirt?
And they didn't have
very
the technology
easy
to
to
do
do
that
that.
shit back then.
What do you mean?
It's easy to make dinosaur
They
bones.
just
What
now
do you
discovering dinosaur bones.
They've been discovering
discovering-
dinosaur bones for thousands. What you talking
Thank you.
about?
This ain't the
Since
first.
when?
Since
You were
forever.
born.
Hold on.
Answer
Hold
this
up.
question.
Hold up.
How did the first man?
Do you know what a hippo skeleton look like?
Yeah.
You seen that hoe?
Yes.
Kind of look like him a little bit.
Them hoes, it look like a dinosaur.
That's a badass motherfucker.
That hoe look like it would
No,
have been a
it does
dinosaur.
not. No,
Yes.
nigga.
That hoe, dude,
Bro,
look like it would have been a dinosaur.
Go to DC at motherfucking Smithsonian and look at that damn T-Rex bones, and you tell me that look like a
Hey,
hippo.
man.
I
It
ain't
don't.
saying that
Answer this
motherfucker
question-
one.
Answer this question
I'm
for
just
me.
saying.
Answer this question for me. So when you look at Hollywood movies and all of that bullshit avatars, these people create these monsters or these
Yeah, now.
fucking
Exactly.
no. But this is what I'm saying. You don't think back in the day? Yeah, of course we had animals and shit before. You didn't think people wanted to? They didn't use their imagination to try to create a bigger animal to
No.
make it. Come on, now.
You think motherfuckers was genetically modified?
Yes.
See,
yes.
birds,
They
this
doing
shit-
that now.
No, listen.
Nigga, we talk about 10 million years ago.
Here's
They
the thing
could
that
do
debunks that. I would say, oh my God, there can't be dinosaurs.
Where do you think science came
if we
from?
didn't have fishes, big
What?
ass fishes that we see right now?
Fish
Oh,
is
okay.
plural by itself. You don't need to put the issues
I
on.
know, but that come out prehistoric, looking like a dinosaur. if there wasn't portions of the sea that we can't get to, if there wasn't unexplored areas of the Amazon with animals and species that we have yet to see, I would say, okay. For all we know, there's fucking dinosaurs in the Amazon right now.
I've been fucking with what you've been saying all night. But this is what I gotta ask, man. And this is gonna fuck up everything. I ain't got nothing else to say if somebody answers this.
This is about to be a good clip right
Man,
here.
check
I'm
this
gonna tell
out.
you now.
Watch this. So, please tell me that you guys do not believe in giants. Please.
Yes, I
Believe
do.
in what?
I do.
Giants.
I do.
Giants?
I do.
Human being. Giant.
I do.
fucking human beings.
I do.
You mean like
I do.
Like David and Goliath. I
do.
said it back then. Goliath was just a nigga that was probably like 5'10", and David was just a little nigga.
No.
That's all it was. There's no such thing as giants.
I
there are
believe
giants.
Now,
no,
watch
I
this.
believe. Wait, hold on. I believe on David and Goliath. David was probably like 5'2", and Goliath was like fucking Shaq.
Yeah.
And then they was like, "Oh my
Yeah.
God, he's
It's
so
a giant.
big. He was just big for that
That's
for
why
the
when you
time."
hit that nigga with that rock, it was lights out.
Yeah.
Yes and no. Right. I'm not saying that there's 50-foot giant motherfuckers walking around, but I am saying there's people out there that was 10 foot tall.
And I'm glad.
Called
Where they
giants.
I'm
there
glad-
are
I'm
people
glad-
out there that have actually been
And you guys
that tall.
just proving my point of dinosaurs.
There was,
It was
a
just
woman in
something
Russia.
just a tad bit bigger than what we normally see.
We got the bones, bro. The bones.
They even say they got the bones for
You can't
giants.
say that because a whale is way
got-
bigger than 10 feet. Like, we got whales as big as fucking cruise ships. We got sharks.
You know,
they
the
have
megalodon
fairy
that's
bones.
bigger than
But
everybody.
you don't think that has something to do with the water that they inhale or whatever they
What you think the environment was doing to the dinosaurs? This ain't the same environment the dinosaurs was in. We had a whole ice age.
Tallest woman in the world.
Is what? She wasn't 10 foot, and the tallest man wasn't 10 foot neither, Moody. So I say
10 feet
again,
tall motherfucker. That's a big old bitch. Say,
That's the biggin, motherfucker.
all I'm saying is,
It's a biggin.
how much?
Tallest one, 7 feet and 7 inches.
7'7".
Oh shit! What's the
That's
tallest?
probably
man?
now.
That's a big old bitch though.
At
For
this
real.
point.
he's
point.
still alive. I think he like 9'11" or some shit.
And he close to
Oh.
10.
In China,
He close to 10 foot, nigga.
it ain't 10 foot.
Hey,
though.
China be
close to
breathing
10
He
motherfuckers.
ain't, he
though.
ain't 10 foot. Somebody else was 10 foot.
Ooh,
You feel,
His
see what I'm saying?
ancestors.
If somebody
Why you
was
think he
10
that
foot-
big?
his ancestors are Chinese. What you saying?
That don't mean nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
The
Now, here
Chinese
we
was
go.
black.
Now back to the.
How many
now-
times
now
Chinamen
y'all
have you
see
seen?
how-
Oh
y'all
my
see
God,
how
he
this
didn't
shit wrap
say
around
that.
to
The Chinese was black.
This shit all wrap around to what I be saying to y'all, and I'm the stupid man. I'm the crazy one.
It is
You know what I'm saying? I just got to saying this shit. It wraps back
There it
into
is.
what I be saying.
He was 8'2".
8'2". 8 dose.
So,
So
that means his
let's
ancestors was
bring
10
that
too.
back
But
down.
still, nigga,
Wow.
he 2 feet less than 10 foot. Nigga, that's
No,
tall.
he a foot and like 10 inches.
Oh, it was 8'2".
Yeah.
So a foot, yeah.
What that mean?
yeah.
That means there was
Nigga,
somebody
he-
out there
he
that,
wasn't 10
that
foot.
surpassed this
How
nigga.
you know?
There's somebody out
See,
there.
that's what I'm saying about you
Somebody
niggas.
out- you
Y'all
niggas.
always claiming shit that ain't
I
there.
told
If the nigga was 8'2", the nigga was 8'2".
That nigga was 8'2".
So
Somebody
he
else.
wasn't 10 feet. He was
It's
8'2".
history,
Okay,
though.
so if
In
I say
history, nigga.
So if I
Man.
say Jesus was the nigga, you gonna say y'all niggas claiming shit that ain't there? You gonna-
Yes, because you don't even know Jesus was real.
Man, in the Bible itself,
okay, we
it says
chopping
right
some
there.
Hold on. Moderator, you good?
Moderator.
Okay,
you
just
good?
making sure. Just making sure.
Hey, but I'm just saying, man. Even in the Bible, even if the white people wrote it, I don't give a fuck who wrote it. At the end of the day, when you look in the Bible, there's certain things in there that is very true, bro. And when we go into there and that motherfucker say his hair was like wool, it ain't nothing but like this type of shit.
Or the Jews.
Nothing but this type of
The
shit.
Jews have hair like wool too.
They did. I
Nigga,
mean,
shut your ass up.
Am I lying?
That motherfucker ain't got no goddamn. They got a few curls, nigga. It
Oh
ain't
my
like
No.
it ain't like the hair on your chin.
So
No.
Jesus was black. First of all, Jesus was real.
Jesus,
Oh my god.
listen,
No, answer the question.
I can't answer
Yes,
that
Seats
one.
with it, bro. Switch seats with it.
Yes, nigga.
So Jesus was real.
Yes, nigga.
So why is it that
Yes,
we can
nigga.
we can prove a little bit of shit about everybody else in the Bible, with the exception of Jesus?
Who?
Even with the Dead Sea Scrolls, the Dead Sea Scrolls have the 10 Commandments on there,
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
which is the same 10 Commandments that we saw Moses bring down from the bush, the burning bush. Right?
Okay.
Yeah, they the same.
Old
So
Testament.
it gives a little bit of flipping and flopping there, right?
Yeah.
They can kind of run it concurrently. You know, the Dead Sea Scrolls just as old as the motherfucking meat tablets that they claim is somewhere hidden in Oaks Island. No bullshit. That's actually factual. Why is it that when it comes to Jesus, there are certain things that just don't add up? For example, back then, everyone they said Jesus was nailed up on a cross of a T, right? Mm-hmm. That's what we all saw in all of our life. Did you know physically, as real as it is, you cannot, and I repeat, you cannot sustain a cross of that magnitude that high with the body nailed to the cross like that. Did you know that?
You have to dig a deep.
I ain't never tried that.
And in addition to that, back then they weren't hanging people like that. They were actually hanging people in the X format because it was lower to the ground and also easier to pin up. Which means that his feet couldn't have been stacked on top of each other and nailed together through the cross in the middle. So all I'm saying is, as a researcher, I believe in research. It's not that I don't believe in God or that I don't believe, but I also believe in verifying things. And when the facts don't add up, I start asking more questions. I don't believe everything that I read.
Okay, can you verify yourself?
What do you mean?
Can you verify yourself?
Yes.
How can you?
What do you mean?
How can you verify yourself?
I have pictures of myself. I have my birth certificate, my date of birth. I have military records. I have everything. I am verified.
But why do you have that?
Because I own it.
Okay, guess what? 40, 50, 60 years from now, the reason that you're going to have it is because of technology.
No.
If it was technology...
I have physical paperwork.
No. You're not listening to what I'm saying. Because of technology is the reason why you have paperwork. The reason we can go back into the files and look up, John Sinclair was born on this day and this and that. Now, it was files written on fucking whatever they had back then. Probably wasn't no paper. Maybe it was whatever.
Lambskin.
But that this man really walked this earth, really was here, and that shit was just taken away and thrown away because people tried to tarnish it.
Those are two different types of files.
No. Let that work. Let that go.
One's a slave file. The other one's
let that roll. Let that roll. Continue on. Because I got something for that. Continue on.
I'm just saying. Just think about it. You got these hateful ass people who wanted to put this man on the cross, who wanted to just get this man the fuck up out of here because he was so powerful and magnificent. At the end of the day, who wouldn't want to try to destroy something that you wouldn't have physical evidence that, damn, he really was alive? I would try, if me being evil, I would do the same thing. I would try to get rid of the files of this man walking this earth.
Here's the thing about that. See, there's this group of people called the Vatican, right? And they keep immaculate records of everything that happened back in the biblical day. Now, Jesus had 12 disciples, right? Everybody
who got rid of Jesus Christ, as you know?
Hold on. Jesus they said he had 12 disciples, right?
Sure, that's what the paper says.
There is documentations that John the Baptist documented records that he actually existed, right? There's John the Evangelist, documented records that he existed. They have his scrolls at the Vatican. There's Judas. They had documentation that Judas actually existed and he actually wrote a book of the Bible. They have Peter.
And who are these people?
Hold on. They're disciples, right?
But disciples
listen,
of who?
Let me finish.
Right.
Let me finish.
Right.
Because Christianity is a religion. Christ is a figure. Remember that. I want you to remember that. It's just so funny.
You get what I'm saying?
Just listen. It's just because.
But you have to know what Christ means.
Just listen. What I'm getting.
Christ isn't a person.
Listen. What I'm getting to is everyone around him, including Mary, had a book about preaching this religion. Why is it that Jesus never wrote anything of his own? All his disciples had books, including the one that supposedly turned his back on.
So he got it right?
I'm not saying. Listen. I'm not saying he got it right. Listen, I'm not saying he got it right, but what I'm saying is Moses wrote a book. Abraham wrote a book. Everyone in the Bible wrote a book except for Jesus.
That's what make him so cold.
No, listen, he's the only one that there's nothing, absolutely not a piece of garment. There's nothing contributing saying this is Jesus.
Now watch. I'm glad. You bust your own damn bubble.
He's the paranormal activity.
You just got through saying that these 12 disciples that you know, right? All of these motherfuckers knew Jesus, though, right?
Allegedly. They never said they knew Jesus.
Answer the question, though.
They said they...
You got 12 different niggas.
The teachings of Christ, which is short for Christianity.
12 different niggas who all say they knew Jesus Christ.
Did they?
Oh, my God.
Show me in the Bible where they say they knew him. I'm dead serious.
What you mean?
What the fuck is you
There's stories of these people interacting
with him?
with him.
Again, show me proof Jesus existed. Because I can prove these other people's existed. Regardless, what they did was they created a figure to try to push their religion. Jesus did this. Jesus did that. But there's no physical proof that Jesus actually existed.
Bro, let me just say this. Let me just say this.
I didn't know that.
At the end of the day, I you know,
What's his real name?
I highly recommend
Because he's not Jesus the Christ. He's Jesus from
I
Nazareth.
Yeshua.
highly recommend.
It was
I highly
Yeshua.
recommend you, my brother, for you to wake
Or
up.
Joshua.
Wake up.
Wake up on that.
Okay, check
Because,
this out.
like, think about one. I'm gonna say it one more time. If this man was this person of this being, he was just, wow, oh my God, and I dislike somebody. What do niggas do? What does an evil person try to do to a person that they don't like? They try to get rid of. Like, if I was a nigga right now,
What's his name?
Judas.
I'm just saying.
Judas tell a different story.
It's bigger than man. I'm telling you, I would do everything in my power with the group of people that I ran with. Dude, I would do everything in my power to get rid of this man. Everything about his when he was born, everything about if he lived here, if he was with this people, that person, whatever. I'm gonna try to get rid of it. I'm talking about files as far as like think about it, like. I'm gonna tell you
Then
just
the
like
Bible
this.
wouldn't exist.
Hold on, I'm gonna say this one time and I'm gonna let this go. It's even like with even being like just being in the army or let's just say you're in the U.S. Navy.
Okay.
You this motherfucking U.S. SEAL, whatever. You a bad motherfucker. You go over here to whatever you fought in these wars and you got all these stripes, this whatever the fuck. You come back, real shit. You come back over here and you want to become a ghost. You know the people can delete every fucking file you.
Check this out.
They would never know you was born.
They ain't have computers back then.
Check this out.
They can delete all the
Jesus.
files.
No, just listen.
And you'll be not known. A ghost to this world.
See, the thing is, there's no such thing as a coincidence, right? As far as coincidences after coincidences after coincidence, too much of a coincidence is not a coincidence, right?
Okay.
Mary. Let's start with Mary. Mary is a virgin, right? All of a sudden,
Which one?
we're not talking about Mary Magdalene.
Not Mary
We'll get there.
Magdalene. Talking about Mama. Mama
So
Mary.
Mary goes off and just mysteriously gets pregnant. He's the son of God, the only woman that God
Son
ever
of man.
impregnated.
That's hold up, but
Sit back.
to the same man who just said he
Jesus
believed in
was the
ghosts,
son of
Just
man.
listen. Just listen.
right?
They
So
say he
am
was
I
the son of
tripping?
man.
Just listen.
To the same man
So
who
ghosts
just
can't make
said
babies?
Just listen.
So
Okay.
the same man who said
Can I finish?
Go
so
for it.
ghost fucking with ghost dick.
along comes so y'all done fucked me up. Along comes what's the nigga daddy
Joseph.
name? Joseph.
Wow.
Joseph
The
comes
nigga daddy
along.
name.
Oh, you
Joe.
pregnant? Oh, son of God. Okay, I'll take care of the baby. No, me and her never slept together. But you pregnant and I'm gonna take care of this baby. Have y'all ever read? I gotta find the fucking verse, but it lists the lineage of Joseph. The entire lineage, which includes King Solomon, King David, all this other stuff. If Jesus and Joseph were never blood, why is he listed in Joseph's lineage? See, sometimes it's more than what you just think. Was Mary really a virgin? If there is a Jesus, because
Virgin
again,
just meant unmarried woman in the Bible.
Can
Go
I
read
fuck
it.
y'all up for a second?
Fucked him
Go
up,
read
didn't it just fucked him up though.
it
Can I-
didn't.
can
It
I-
didn't fuck me up at all because that's not what they meant back then.
Can
Yes,
I-
it did.
It said the Virgin Mary, which actually meant physical virgin, sir.
No, it meant an
Oh my
unmarried
God,
woman.
it meant an untouched woman, sir.
Unmarried.
Oh my God,
woman.
no,
Can-
it didn't.
Oh my God. Can I fuck y'all
There's
up for
Go
different
ahead,
versions
fuck
of
it
the
up.
Bible too.
Say what now?
There's different versions of the Bible as well.
Oh, too many. All right.
So-
Can I fuck y'all up for a
Go
second?
for it,
Yeah,
Stanley.
go ahead.
All right. Y'all know Jesus, right?
Yeah.
Know Jesus?
Mhm.
Know
I've heard about him.
I don't even know who he is no more.
Or Yeshua as
Yahshua.
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 Ever heard of Horus?
Yep.
No.
Ever heard of
Got the eye
Hercules?
boys tied on tattooed
Yeah.
on my back.
Ever heard of Hercules?
You heard of
Yeah.
Yahweh. We can go down the list.
They are
Yahweh,
all
Yahweh.
the
The same.
same person.
I know.
Are they?
Yep.
Yeah. Yes.
You know who Hiram Abiff
They
is?
are the exact
Oh,
same
we-
story.
They're not the exact same.
They are the
Survival
recycled
talk.
story. And if you go back to who has the original version of the story, is Horus.
Horus.
All right.
And he's Egyptian.
Yeah.
This is before Jesus' time.
Yeah.
So
It goes
Y'all
further back.
recycling
Again.
they recycling the same story.
It goes further back.
I know
than that.
this.
It go way back.
I know
They
this
go
because I have
past
horses.
Horace.
that's
All
on
of
my
it, bro,
back.
recycled. They went and found the old book and was like, let's run that back. Run that back one more time. Now I'm not.
So I ask y'all
now
again.
I'm not saying he isn't some spiritual being that wants us to live good lives and look after each other. That's not what I'm saying. I believe that whoever he is, whatever name he goes by, still wants us to live good lives and look out for each other and be healthy and all that pretty shit.
Jesus was a man who preached the word. Nothing more, nothing less.
It's a recycled story, bro.
It is a recycled story. I
They-
know this.
They all die at the end,
yeah, they do.
and then they come back,
Except Horace was real. Horace didn't come back.
and then they come back.
They all went out
Hey,
of
man,
body.
look, I'm gonna just say this.
Forrest didn't
I'm
come
gonna say this. I'm glad you said something about the repeated, story and stuff like that because it's true. But this is the thing. Think about all these great leaders we have that are black. What do they do to every great black leader that you know?
What, trying to shit on their reputation at the end? Is
And
that
what
what you're saying?
what do they do to them in the end though? Truly, what is the overall thing that they do to them? They get rid of them. So Jesus was black, my brother. I'm gonna say that off top, and just
Well, that's
like
where all
the-
this started.
and just like then, and just like now, they doing the same thing. They getting rid of the like a person that has just that big spirit and that can move so many people. Period. They're doing the same thing. It's just and we so blind to that.
Okay.
So it was
I just
Malcolm
want-
X.
No,
Malcolm
no.
X,
Listen.
Martin Luther King, any
He was, he was Malcolm X of his time, bro.
bro.
Yeah, yeah.
It was so many people just like Huey. How
What
you
do you
say
call
that?
it? Detroit Red?
Huey
Newton.
Yeah. So many. We can keep going.
I can
going
kill
from
this argument by saying this. Are we all in agreement that he is Jesus from Nazareth?
Yes.
No.
No, me neither. I ain't gonna say that.
He wasn't
I can't-
Jesus from
I'm
His
Nazareth.
name is Jesus of Nazareth. Like, what the fuck?
He didn't have a
The
last
J
name.
didn't
I
exist
can't- I
until
can't-
That's
like,
not his last name. That's where he's from.
Me-
Jesus
I know.
from
They,
Nazareth.
they didn't have last names.
I don't necessarily know where this man is from. I can't sit there and tell
Google
you that.
any place they said Jesus was from and look how the people look, and then come
But
back.
that's
and holler
Google.
at me.
Google will tell you that. nigga, you
what
got
they
$1
look like
million in your
now?
bank
what they
account.
look like? They look like Africans?
No, at all.
What they
Google,
look like now?
Google people in Nazareth.
Now?
Now?
Of
Google
now?
people.
After the Spanish invaded
Oh
and
my
moved
fucking
all the way
God.
south and made
Biz.
everybody white?
They just won't let it go.
No, nigga, because there's no reason to let it go, bro.
Google
over
people in
time, how
Africa.
They look. They don't look like us, nigga.
Google people in Africa.
They won't look like us today.
They don't
What the
all
fuck
look
you
like
mean
us.
Google people in Africa.
They don't all look
It's
like
still
us.
niggas.
Google
Moody cuz.
Google South Africans.
Why you fucking this nigga?
Damn, why you keep...
Hey man,
She
look.
know why.
Now.
Oh, shit, this
What
is
y'all
cold
call
ass
him? The
episode.
moderator.
The moderator.
Okay, I got it right this time. Yeah. So he
Biz.
just got through saying that he wasn't a spiritual being. They were trying to explain life, but they didn't have sons, but they knew the son gave life.
Ooh.
Now,
Oh, thank you.
Talking about horse.
Talking
okay,
about Horace.
So check this out.
But the story is still...
Yeah, he was talking about the sun. How
When you say the son,
and Rahu's and
S-U-N.
dead, and that was a time where they had the harvest, and so you can actually. Look
so I
at
guess
the calendar,
Jesus was
how
Jesus.
and see exactly,
during Easter, the sun does some
exactly,
weird stuff, and you know,
exactly.
Story's still the
Oh,
same.
yeah.
Same story. They all tell the same story.
Yes.
They didn't have technology.
What I'm saying is,
Evil people.
I know Horace
Evil people.
existed because there is documentation as well as proof of Horace's existence. Horace's story.
Are you hold on, let me clarify. Are you
So,
insinuating
you saying Jesus was
Horace
alive?
was a person
Hey, man,
walking
y'all-
this earth?
Yes.
Y'all ever seen The Lion King?
You ain't never heard. Hold on. No.
Buddha, maybe.
No, listen. Have you see? Because it goes deeper. There are 4 children outside of Horace. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Okay. So what I'm saying is, yes, he was a physical person. Definitely a physical person.
Who was?
Horace.
Oh, which is who?
Horace was a physical person. He's dead now. Shit, we don't know.
But I'm saying, who is he? Like, who is
Egyptian.
He was. Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
I don't. God is pushing it, right?
No.
I mean, that's what they refer to him as, but the reality of it is
That's what they
this.
refer to Jesus
He
as
can't-
too.
yeah, and Jesus is not God.
But that's what I'm
No,
saying.
not the
Son
God,
of
a
God.
God.
Son of the God.
Holy Trinity. Father, Son, Holy Spirit.
Don't matter. Listen, at the end of the day, this man, because again, if you're a God, you can't be killed. You understand that, right?
Okay.
Do you
But he,
so
but he,
no,
did-
no, no, no,
hold on.
listen.
But he didn't die either.
Yeah, I
The
was gonna
same
say
way
that.
we discussed
We
this
don't
earlier.
die.
He after body. Hey, he moved on.
Okay, that's cool.
It took him 3 days to get out that suit.
But religion says that he got up.
He had to unzip. He
moved
couldn't get to that zipper in the
moved
back.
that rock and walked the fuck out of that cave he was
I'm
buried
still
in.
stuck on God.
Let's be clear.
What? What?
The Bible states that he rose, moved that rock, and walked out and went on and lived his buried
Nah,
life.
the Bible
in
says
secret.
he didn't move that rock. He
Who
said
moved the
2
rock?
angels moved the rock.
Oh, okay. Which two?
I don't know.
'Cause
I
all
was
of them got
saying that's
names.
what you said. The Bible said he moved it. I'm
Beavis
just
and
saying,
Butthead.
I'm just saying
No.
it says he didn't move it.
All I'm saying
2
is
angels moved it.
I believe that he was a prophet,
Okay.
a preacher,
Okay.
a man.
So you Muslim?
No, I'm not Muslim.
That's
bro,
what the
but-
Muslims believe.
I'm not Muslim. You know what I'm talking about? But you gotta give it to you gotta give it to you got to give it to each
what I was
religion,
about to say.
and you got to understand that there's going to be a little bit of pieces of truth from each of them.
It's like 5 Jesus in the Bible.
So when I go back to
Wait,
Joseph,
hold on, moderator. 5 Jesuses in the
It
Bible.
It was a common name.
that's
like
why
Michael.
that
It meant
exactly
something. Son of
that's why he
God.
was Jesus
You ever
from
meet somebody-
Nazareth.
You ever meet somebody that have a weird
Specifically.
name, and they be like, oh, in Africa it means chosen one or something like that. That's what Yahweh means, son of God.
And how they differentiated was where you from? Oh, you Jesus of Nazareth. You
Exactly.
Jesus of Bel Air.
They didn't have last
You
names.
Jesus.
Bel Air.
Supposedly.
The Fresh Prince.
So the lineage of Joseph is important because
Who named the son? Like,
Through-
I just y'all gotta. It's
Where you
like,
at?
I feel like people gotta wake up, man. Who named the son the son? Think I want y'all to just think, but just for real shit. Who would have named the son the son? Like, oh, that thing right there is called the son. That's what we're gonna call it. Please,
Okay.
please tell me.
if that's the rabbit hole we're gonna go down, then the same people who told the Egyptians how to get electricity in the pyramids, the same people who told the Egyptians how to build the pyramids, the same people who taught the Egyptians how to do geography.
Aliens.
Exactly.
Yes.
The Anunnaki. We're gonna go there.
I'm surprised you know that, bro. Hey, pounds, bro. I'm surprised you know.
I know a
that.
lot.
You know a little bit by a little bit, man. Ain't
So-
nothing wrong with it though.
It's a format because electricity was how many years before Einstein discovered it? He discovered
Millions.
shit. They had running electricity in the pyramids.
Let's just say this
Way
is
back
this
when.
is my father, right?
Okay.
His name is James.
Hey, James.
Okay.
Hi. What's up, James?
My name is yeah. There you go. Say it again.
Listen to my son.
And my name is James.
James and James.
Now,
The Jameses.
if you were
still don't know
talking
where
and
you
you were
came
saying,
from.
"Hey, James just came over here today,"
Explain that to me.
what James? What,
Who
what
pulled
James-
up?
Yeah, what James are you talking about? It's so many James.
James of Fort Worth. Which why he was Jesus of Nazareth.
But this is what
Exactly.
this is what I'm trying to prove.
How many
though.
Jameses
As
is
far
Fort
as
Worth?
the son, like he was just trying to say that the son of man, look, all it is how that's the confusion. That's what that I if I was a smart, like just a smart evil motherfucker, I would do the same thing. I would be like, no, this is what that meant, the son of this. But knowing that this really is the truth, like this is really who this man is. This is the real son of God, man. This man, like I said before, I'm gonna go back to what I said before. For a man so for a man so powerful, for a man that was above all. I'm not. And he was so humble. He wasn't trying to be like he was above all. He was just trying to pass the word, preach to his people, let them know, like, man, this is where we come. This is who you come from. At the end of the day, if I was evil and I wanted to get rid of this man, I would have got rid of the files too. I would have tried to get rid of him.
Why get
But
rid
they
of
wrote
him?
books about him.
Why get rid of him
Period.
and not his disciples?
Why did all?
Because they were
But
the
they
one who
wrote
preached
books
his
about
word
him.
after the.
They was on the
Who wrote
run.
books?
They was on the run.
Who wrote books?
His disciples and everybody, people
Why-
around him,
why-
wrote books about him.
Why did they do it?
So if they were
Who
trying to
wrote
get
books about him?
the disciples,
Who? What they write?
What the? Are you
all,
kidding?
What are you
me?
all the
talking
books
about,
of the
bro?
Bible.
What are you saying?
So you telling me every book, every
Did
book
you
in the
smoke
Bible is
before you
about
got here?
Jesus?
No,
Hold
not
on.
every
Mike,
book.
check
No,
this
only
nigga.
the ones about him. But all I'm
Okay.
saying,
What
Check-
was
check-
wrote about him?
all I'm saying is he's saying if
Speak.
that they're trying to get
Yes.
rid of every evidence
good. We
about
good.
him.
We good.
But if they get rid of every evidence about him,
They would've got them books.
There would be no books of.
Bullshit.
No.
If anything, the Vatican Church is doing everything they can to keep his image alive
Exactly.
because there is no.
So you mad at the
Exactly.
Vatican now?
I'm not mad at
They
nobody.
push.
Actually,
Look.
I don't care.
They push religion harder than self realization. We're just gonna say that.
I just understand
You know why they allowed the books?
that part.
You know why they allowed the books? Because now you don't have no physical evidence. You can say whatever the fuck you want to say. You can say blueberries grew in the goddamn grass, and if you don't have a picture or a file that actually proves that, you don't have shit. All you have is your word. So you can say as much as you want to in a book.
That's
of
not-
course. Think about what I'm saying.
No,
But that's when
because-
you go to.
so you don't believe in books?
No, it's not even that. It's just
Believe in
if
books.
you have.
You don't believe what
if,
books
no,
say?
no. If
Are
you
you
have,
catching what
without
I'm saying? I'm gonna
evidence.
say it one more time.
You
Think
don't
about what
believe-
I'm saying.
All I'm saying is
If you got a picture of me and the moderator fighting, you got a picture of us actually fucking knuckling up,
Throwing
hands, right?
yeah, go ahead.
You saw it, and you saw it,
Just the picture, right?
right? Just y'all, no, y'all saw it,
Oh, okay.
but and there's a picture that's keeping that file saying, hey, these motherfuckers fought, but it's only one picture. I burn that motherfucker. Get rid of it. You get what I'm saying? All right. There's no evidence that the fight actually happened, but all you have is your what? Your word. So I don't give a fuck
But you, have
what
to,
you say.
but you have to understand that's all they had then, and
So those 12 disciples, they allowed them to say whatever they wanted to say.
and words
period.
continue to go down.
You
The
said
thing-
what?
They didn't exist.
The
didn't
disciples
exist?
didn't exist.
Oh man,
The disciples didn't exist either.
fuck.
I'm not.
the thing about this is,
How old was Paul? How old was Paul?
Oh my god.
Paul was a real person, and he was like
Ain't no more in that bottle, bro.
5,
When-
6 years
when he
old
died,
when
or-
died.
Wait, say that again.
Paul was a real person,
Paul was a real person.
and when Jesus died, he was like 6 years old.
When Jesus,
He
wait,
did not have been an apostle.
what?
Paul was a real person.
Paul was a real person, and when he died,
When
when Jesus died, Paul was like 6 years old.
So
That's
when
enough.
Paul starts telling the story about Jesus as an adult. Jesus had been dead. There's no way he even says it in the Bible. He's never even met Jesus. He says he got the story of Jesus after Jesus dead.
After
He came
Jesus
to him in
died.
a dream.
that's a fact, actually.
Hey, he just wanted to be down. Say that's all it was.
No, he
But
he was rich and powerful, and he made some shit happen and changed some laws. And
John the Evangelist, John the Baptist. John the Baptist was allegedly Jesus' cousin, right? On Mary's side, why did they list if Mary birthed Jesus, right?
I saw a video
Joseph
today.
was not physically his father, right? This is the story, right?
Okay.
Why are they listing Jesus in Joseph's
mind is
lineage,
fucked right now.
but never mention Mary's
Don't worry about
lineage? It
Well,
doesn't
that-
make
because
sense.
you're
And but here's the thing. Here's the thing though. But besides that, everyone in Joseph's lineage end up being kings. King Solomon, King David, everybody, the other King David from Joseph's lineage all came kings. And then they say Jesus is the King of Kings, but he never held a title. And Joseph was supposed to be. So, again, the story's flawed from start to finish.
We're not saying it was perfect. It's 2,000 years old.
Hey, to everybody that's watching and listening, we talking about the real paranormal activity.
Jesus.
This is the real paranormal activity.
He's
right
the real
now.
paranormal activity.
Because
Is he real or is he not?
and that's what makes people paranoid right now to this day. That's what makes people. That's. I don't care if you atheist, but that's what's really on people's minds as they go on about their days and their lives. I promise you, at the end of the day, they are actually thinking, like, "Damn, is this person real?"
See, the thing about
People,
it is,
no,
easy.
people aren't
it
thinking that.
Shit.
People
No.
are believing
Moody Cuz,
that it
You
is
know why?
that
It
it is real.
benefits-
People go through shit, and he.
But they're not
I heard
thinking.
I heard the moderator say it.
But they're not
right
thinking
here.
that.
I went. Hold up. What he said? Where? Let me see.
Now, way down the rabbit hole.
Huh? He went
A
down
couple
what?
of years ago, and
The rabbit
actually
hole.
tried to find the truth.
All people, a
But
lot of
here's the
people
thing, Moody
aren't
Cuz.
And I
thinking
be-
that. What I'm
and-
saying is
and
a
that's
lot of people
to me,
aren't
are you
thinking that.
atheist?
No, Moody.
Are you answer? Are you atheist? Exactly.
Exactly.
You're gonna try to go find him. You're going to seek
But
me.
see, that's the thing.
You're going to seek me.
But
It
I
benefits. It
If you
benefits.
atheist, whatever you are, you're going to try to seek me. I promise you are.
It benefits
I
the
promise
Catholic
you.
Church.
Death is a motherfucker. It'll scare the shit out of you.
Yeah, it will.
Well,
It benefits
Hell
the
yeah, it
Catholic
will.
Church.
I'm not convinced anything I heard is real.
there you go.
And that's the thing.
And that's the thing. And it's okay because
Guess what? I'm a rapper. I make music and I say some gangster shit. And it's gonna be a lot of niggas out there that don't believe that I did this, did that, said this, made this happen. And guess what? I don't give a fuck what you think. Cause it's gonna be a motherfucker like my disciple who saw this shit happen for his own eyes. But guess what? I didn't get no pictures taken when I was doing this. I didn't get this taken, and the files are not there because it's so long ago. Ain't nobody seen it but them.
I ain't on camera, but check this out. If God was
if
real,
God was
Spin
real,
that
Mike, spin that mic a little bit.
I was repeating it, but
Yeah.
if God was real, how does His word get twisted around so much? How do we have so many different
Wait.
religions? How do all this stuff happen? And then on top of that, how can He not protect His own word if He's all powerful? We got a million different religions, a million different Christianity
facts.
religions. He can't be real.
It's 'cause you have the
He
wrong
can't
guy.
be real and allow all this shit to happen. And then ask somebody who says they had a miracle happen. God did this. I was in a car wreck and God saved me from a car wreck.
Look at God.
But yet-
'Cause you have the wrong
but yet
guy.
It's a
You're
baby
looking-
somewhere getting raped.
'cause
So
you-
He chose to ignore that little baby from getting raped and come save you from a parking ticket. Like that shit don't make no sense.
That's because you have the wrong guy.
No. See, don't let that.
Wait,
confuse.
what?
Let me tell you something.
You-
That's
you
the most.
thinking about the wrong guy.
I think that people that even use his name in vain like that to just say, "Oh, God did this and God did that and He made this happen." No, my God don't work like that. It's my God don't even do shit like that. And let me just start by saying this.
Checked in.
I'm not one of them niggas that, or I'm not one of them guys that say, "Damn, I just ate some Taco Bell. Damn, why God do my stomach like this? Damn, why God make me have diarrhea today?" Come on, man, that's some weird shit. And then even with that,
Look at
Well, let
God.
me ask you a question.
Even thinking
how,
about-
how do you? Because most people that believe in God say they have a personal experience. So what was your personal experience?
about what?
Like when we say God, how do you know God is real or Jesus or whatever you believe in?
I
You
feel
was
him.
gonna say you had the wrong guy.
I feel him.
How?
I feel
like
him.
what do you feel?
Because God is knowledge, and when I surround myself with people that's educated and have I mean, just you could tell by the spirit, man. You could tell by good people, and honestly, like it's hard
is
to
that
explain
God?
because I got a question for you. Like, because I guarantee we all have our own definition of it. What is a man?
That's the point. So how could it be real if we could just make up whatever we want to?
That's the point, though, because that's what I'm
God
trying to
is an
explain.
energy.
It's
But keep
it's
going.
bigger than what we can even explain.
We
Nah,
believe
it
in
ain't
the
that
God
big.
of the gap.
It's bigger than that.
Meaning stuff that we don't understand, stuff that we can't explain. We say, "Oh, that's God." But if you look back from when the Bible was invented to thousands of years before that, we will slowly figure
God is just a
things out
creator.
and discover everything. That's why
But
the miracles
I'm
that
a-
happened
I'm a-
2,000 years ago ain't happening now
Moderator.
because we got science.
Moderator, let me just say this, man. I'm gonna continue to tell you this to the day I die, to the day till I'm in the afterbody. When I'm when I'm gone,
Ching ching.
I'm
I'm gonna eat that
I'm
quarter.
gonna still pray for you, cause I know, cause at the end of the day, regardless, you can try to block him out. You can try to be blind to it. You searching,
I'm
and you don't even
definitely
realize
searching
it.
and I have not found shit.
And that's okay, and that's okay, because it's gonna come a day where it's gonna come to you and it's gonna take over you, and it's gonna be like just like it did Moses in the burning bush, just like it did him, just took over. It's
These
gonna
are just
happen.
stories, bro. This is Harry Potter.
See, but here's the thing.
you-
Wait.
That's it,
God,
bro.
wait,
Yeah,
I'm
it's Harry Potter.
I have a question. Wait. Okay, so I do agree with Biz. Where did God come from? That's all I want to know. Where did He come
let me
from?
stop.
They
Look.
said He created the universe, where so He just plopped down on
in the
somewhere.
beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. And the earth was without form
So
or
who
void.
created God?
And darkness moved upon the face of the sea.
Who's to say?
There's like no stories
Hold
about
on.
where He came
Watch
from.
this. Watch this. Let's just say
First,
this.
you gotta-
Let's just say this.
Okay, go
first,
ahead.
I'm gonna go with what you say, right?
What do y'all think God
Hold on.
is?
Hold on, right? See, when you searching for God, ask yourself this: are you searching for who Jesus is, who they told you God was, or are you actually searching for God Himself? Because a lot of times everyone's like, there ain't no God, God ain't real, God is, but you're really saying Jesus isn't real because you've been convinced Jesus is God.
Who the fuck says
This don't
that?
got nothing to do with Jesus.
Right.
I want to
But
know.
when you
I
kept
want to know
referring to
somebody.
God, you kept referring to God
I
as
want
Jesus.
to know. No. That Jesus thing was just about the whole name and how he was a made up.
But every time you
But I'm
refer
talking
to
about God,
is a Jesus reference.
No. Two separate things. We talking about. So I'm gonna ask you a question about God.
Go ahead.
What? So trying to find God, I just want answers on some simple shit. Why can a baby get raped and somebody can get out of a parking ticket? What is the science? Like, just let me.
That's not God.
Help me understand.
God is a creator.
No. You
God
don't
is
have
a
kids,
creator.
so you
he
may
don't
not understand.
He's
but
not in control. He's not like, hey, I'm gonna go do this and
I
make
hear
that
what you're
happen.
saying.
God is not. That's not God. That's not what God is doing.
That's not what I'm saying. That's
This
not what I'm
is-
saying. Hold on. Let me just say
God
this.
doesn't
Let me just
interfere
say
with
this.
us.
Not at all.
Some of us have kids here.
Yeah.
There's no way in hell I would want anything bad to happen to my kids.
No,
I
hell
will
no.
die first. There is no way in hell I would let my little baby get raped for no reason. No lesson, no nothing. Some people have it better than others. There's no reason in hell. Also, another thing.
What about in heaven?
If I would first of all,
he done-
if God was
he done
real,
activated.
if God was real, if I was God, the first thing I would do is everybody that raped a woman, that touched a little kid, dick would fall off. That's it.
Damn, just
We would know there was a God if
Thanos
just
snap,
simple
bro.
shit like that happened.
But hold on.
I get that 'cause I feel the same way.
There would be some kind of there would be some kind of
matter of fact, rewind what you just
anybody
said.
that ever did some bullshit to some
I want
kids
you to
would
rewind.
instantly go blind. And you would identify anybody that ever touched a little kid because they'd be the blind motherfuckers walking around.
Blind niggas.
Yeah. So we wouldn't feel sorry
know
for blind
about
people
you.
because we know, oh, you blind? Oh, we know what you was doing. So now that shit that motherfuckers do behind closed doors that don't nobody know about, we would know. These are just small, simple things that my human brain can think of, and we have a whole God that's letting a lot of bullshit come around. We believe in God because we are in a place of peace, and we live in a fucking world where there ain't fucking bullshit going on every day.
Do anybody in the room know where the devil works best?
Where?
He got a control on you, and
The devil.
the devil. I'm not saying
The devil got you, bro.
So he were.
I'm not saying.
Well, where's God? If the devil got me, where's God?
Hold on, slow down.
So where's
I'm not
God?
saying-
Where's
hold on,
God?
hold
If
on,
the devil
hold on.
got me, where's
Nigga, the
God?
God is in your mouth right now. You're talking about him. You're
So where's
trying.
the
You're
devil?
trying to. Man, listen to me. At the end of the day, I don't even want to
No
hear you
homo
say.
on that.
I don't. No, not. Come on, bro. I don't even want you to say.
I want to.
It's hard for me to hear you say that you don't believe in God or you don't believe whatever the fuck
I want
is
to
going
believe in
on.
God, but I don't see no proof.
and that's what I want to. I'd rather hear
So-
you say that. Is that man? I'm searching
But
for
I
the
also
proof.
wanted to believe in Santa Claus when I was a kid.
I'm gonna put this out there because
How that work out for you?
It's
It
in my
didn't work
spirit
out.
right now.
Bro, because at the end of the day,
Santa was
See,
real.
this is where I'm at,
Saint
man.
Nick was, at least.
Bro, at the end of the day, these are fucking, bro.
Let me
These are
say
made up
this.
stories to make kids feel good. The People,
No.
kids,
And so what did that?
kids,
that-
not fucking grown-ups.
No, you're all wrong.
Okay,
Big ass
go ahead.
kids.
Wrong.
What you got?
This is in my spirit. This is why I'm able to sit here and say comfortably Jesus wasn't real. He wasn't what they say he was. Now, this is why. This is in my spirit.
I
This
gotta
is-
get out this
this
room.
is-
I
No,
feel
just
like
listen.
the
Because
devil
he's
is
talking to
working
me.
in this motherfucker.
He's talking to me.
I'm not feeling this shit, man.
He's about to use me right now, so just capture
who
on.
finna
Who finna use you?
the devil, nigga? Like, the fuck? Hell no.
Listen.
Hell no.
So no, just listen. So before
That's how I feel. That's
I always
what I
remember
believe.
this: the sins of a father would always translate down to the son, and that doesn't physically mean man. It just means as human race, right? This is a promise that God made us, right? So when you bring up babies getting raped,
I don't understand how can you speak about
Hold on,
God
man.
and you
Hold
don't
up.
believe in.
Hold
I
up. Let
can't-
him-
I
let
can't
him
hear
finish.
that.
because
Let him
Jesus
finish.
ain't God.
Yeah, that part.
That's why I can do that. I'm able to separate that. I understand that. Now let me finish. So I'm also understanding that in the Bible in Genesis, it says that we were created in God's image, right? But it also says that a cow was also created in God's image. If you read it, when he describes the first animal, he describes a cow, and he said it was created in my image. That is facts. So
Why would God need legs and arms?
listen, let me finish.
That's
this.
the wrong image.
Big nigga. Be
No.
quiet.
You got the wrong image.
Be quiet.
If you were here
It is.
before,
Be quiet.
there was
It
an
is-
existence
it is
before this body.
Chill.
Can't nobody
It
say
is
that.
scientifically proven that this world has been fucked over so many times, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I say fucked over in the instance of, like, for example, the prehistoric ages. They said the whole world iced over. Correct?
So we blaming the cow.
Is that
No,
fucked over?
just listen.
Is that really fucked over?
What I'm saying is, at some point, God said, "Okay, let's do this human thing," right? Because
Let's
white
see
people,
what that be like.
white people will tell you it was a big bang and we just existed. I don't believe in that shit. And even if it did happen, the great deity did that shit, right? At this point, it don't matter. There may be other great deities that we don't know about. It just believe in many gods, but that's not the point. The point is this: the God may have a father, but the point is
So
this.
God has a God.
But the point is that's not the point. It doesn't matter.
God squared.
No, listen, because this may
And
be
then
the,
who is this God?
Because this may be the God of Earth. There are many planets out there. There's no telling who's praising who. But my God, as I'm stating, is
So God is an alien.
there were many people
Possibly.
that came.
Oh my God.
There are many people
Listen.
that just
Take that mic from him.
listen, because I'm about to learn
I'm
you
trying,
something.
for real.
Thank you, Kay. There are many people that came before us, right? It is documented. There are so many people who lived their life the way they were supposed to live it,
Yeah.
and they didn't.
Yeah.
They fucked shit over. There was a time where God got upset because he led the people of Israel to freedom, and they was out there building fake and idolizing gods and building gods of gold and worshiping them, right? He got upset. He got jealous. It's known that we have a jealous God.
Wiped it
If you
off.
look at the times right now, Buddha still exists. There's other religions outside of Christianity that preach. You know, we got the Catholic Church, we got Muslims, we got spiritual being. We have Muslims. That's why I call it
Muslims.
Muslims. But what I'm saying is, there are other religions who don't preach God, or if they do preach God, they don't preach it the way God wanted to be preached, or they misuse His words. Right. So at some point when all this shit happens, He says, until you get right, because He's done it before. The people that Moses had led all led until the old people died out and the new generation went into the promised land. That is factual. So what I'm saying is, as you say all this bad shit happens and how God let it happen, there is no right or wrong answer for that, because now we're to a point to where I tried to help you. When I had my hand in the pot, you people decided you wanted to rebel against me. So now you live your life, but always remember what I said, the sins of the father. And that shit does trickle down. No, you laughing, but I'm serious.
So we
it
got-
does trickle down because we have a jealous God,
Okay.
but we also have
But it's just
a
it's an easy
vengeful
fix.
God.
That's just an easy fix.
Is it an
Just
easy fix?
Just
It's
show
not.
up. Just show up.
Why?
God is an absentee father.
Why?
Just show up.
Why do I have to show up? I'm here. You're breathing right now.
You want me to
I can
believe
take
in
air
you?
from
You
this
want me to
atmosphere.
believe you exist and
Yes.
you don't exist?
Because you believe in other shit that don't
Nah,
exist.
man.
You believe in
I
the justice
don't believe
system
in-
that don't
Hey,
exist.
you know
No,
what?
I don't
I
believe in
applaud
no
you
justice
for.
You believe in
You
the
believe
church
these
that
hoes
don't
love
exist.
you.
for knowing
No,
what
I
you're
don't.
knowing.
I believe you
But
exist
how
because I
could
can
you
see
forget
you.
my son?
And I believe if you was
And
all
here's the
powerful,
thing.
that's what
You're
I'm lost
saying
on.
that, but when they say the Father, the Son, and the
I
Holy
applaud you for what you're saying, but how
when
could
they
you
say
forget my son?
listen to me when I say this. When they say the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, you got to understand. Again, the Egyptians, they knew God before
Exactly.
we did. The Father can be our Father in heaven. The Son can be our Son before heaven. Not a physical son on earth. You're thinking earthly things because you're a man, and as men, we want it to be physical things. However, God may say, I'm the Father, that's the Son, because without the Son, we wouldn't have shit on this earth. The Son grows our food, the Son makes sure our water is fresh, the Son provides sunlight so we can live and melanate our bodies. The Son, literally, which was another God, which was another
like-
God that they praised before they said the Son was the Son.
That's so easy.
And then the Holy Spirit, which is also not of this earth. Why would he do something earthly and say, my son? No, he's talking about the Son. It doesn't say my son. He said the Father, the Son, and the Holy
That's
Spirit.
not what they
He-
were saying.
do you know-
They
do
were
you-
saying
so do
it's
you-
just yin and yang.
do you
Mother, father, son.
There's no
That's
mother.
it. There is mother. The,
No. So-
the opposite.
This is what I'm. This
It's
is what I gotta
man,
say.
woman, child. You
So-
gotta have it's positive and negative. That's all they're saying. Everything has a positive and negative. The energy. That's just life. That's all life has a positive and negative. And then you
There's no
have
such thing.
when they come together, they create life.
The only people who have negative are humans. Do you notice that?
Man, that's
Animals,
like
there's
saying
no positive and
that's
negative
like
animals.
press the gas and hold the brake and you
talking
burn
about it
rubber.
right now. I'm
Right,
talking
there's no positive and negative
I'm
animal.
talking about Kemet and my and all that shit, bro. That's what they were trying to say. They were basically saying when we talk about, I forget the name, but
So is it what they told us?
Seti or Haru, however that shit go, the name is just flipped to where you have the man and then the opposite is the woman. It's that's just what it is. Chinese say yin and yang. That's all it is. And you have life when these two come together and they create a life.
You don't have life without sun.
But I'm just saying,
do you
where
realize what the earth is without the sun?
That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is where the Father, Son, Holy Spirit come from. That's all that means. When white people took over the shit, they took out the female because they didn't believe in worshiping the female.
What do you think?
As Africans, we worship females.
You said life
we
when you
had
said the earth.
we worship females.
Life
just
of the
as
earth
much.
when you just said
What do you think melted the ice when the world froze over?
That's not what I'm talking about, bro. I'm talking about Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. They just
It is
took
the
the Holy.
Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. There's no life on
The
earth without
Son
the
is the Father. That's Son is life. So it's like
There's
sun,
no
moon.
sun there's no earth without the sun.
It's light, dark. It's yin, yang. Father,
So-
mother.
There's no light
I
without the sun.
got a question. I got something for your ass.
There's no light without the sun.
I got something for your ass,
Correct.
Mr. Postman.
But the
so
sun
you telling
sets.
me?
The sun actually goes away at night.
And lights up.
But
on
there's
So
earth.
you
still
telling
life
me a
after the
baby
sun
couldn't grow
is
without
gone.
the sun?
That's the opposite.
Hold
when
on.
you don't have the sun, it's the opposite.
What you say? Say that again.
You telling me a baby can't grow without the sun?
Yes,
Nothing can live without the sun.
because without
Huh?
Nothing.
nothing
There's no
could.
life without the sun.
Because you couldn't eat, you couldn't drink water, you couldn't do none of that. But what I'm saying, you saying the sun set, yes,
Why do you
so
think
it
that?
can nourish the
Why
other
do you
side of the
think that?
world.
Bro, I'm not arguing about the sun and all that. I'm
The
talking
Father,
about what they meant
The
by
Son
Father and Son
the Holy
and
Spirit. I'm telling you
The
what
Holy
they
Spirit
meant.
came up afterwards. They changed the shit around, bro.
We are the Holy Spirit.
No, that's
Oh
some,
my
that's
God.
some white people shit.
So
There
right
ain't no
now,
Holy Spirit.
so right now, if me and Janet Jackson
They
went to
they
go,
don't worship women, and we did worship women. We
It's not about
we
worshiping
believe
women.
that all life came through a woman. That's how Africans believed back then. They took the woman out.
It's there was no Christianity in the African community, even when Jesus.
None at all.
Right, exactly. So what you're saying, it doesn't matter. But they did worship the Son, the
Yes.
actual Son. They
Yes.
did worship God, the actual God, and they did believe in the afterlife, which is actually the Holy Spirit. That's what I'm saying. I get your translation.
You know that the world orbits.
That's perfectly fine.
You know that, right?
Yes.
So I got a question. When the world does orbit, why doesn't the other side of the fucking world freeze over?
Because
And then-
they get sun.
Are you catching what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying,
If
but the
one
sun
si-
never
if
leaves.
this sun is on this side of the earth, right? Where it's actually showing daylight, correct? Why not on the other side the world doesn't freeze over?
Because the
And get
sun is powering the core of the earth, and it keeps it hot enough to where even when it's on this side, it's still powering the core, keeping everything from freezing over. So when it switches back,
The
it
center
does
earth
the
is hot.
exact same
So
thing.
okay. I'm glad you two motherfuckers using your brains now.
I'm
Now-
listening.
Now
This is
that's
the question.
science. Now watch
That's
this.
science.
Now watch this. I give you that. I give you the science shit.
Why
Now
are
watch
people
this.
brain?
Why don't you think that the Earth's core is giving life? Since it's so motherfucking hot.
Because
you worship
the
the
Earth's
Earth's
core cannot get hot without the sun.
Regardless,
You gotta
What?
the sun-
we're talking
Oh,
about
are you
ancient
fuck-
people.
are
We're
you
not
fuck-
talking about right now. We're talking about ancient people. That's
Cool. But I'm
We
just
don't know
trying to
why they
prove.
believe what they
I'm
believe.
giving you a point. He just said that there wouldn't be. What say that
Earth
again?
would die without the sun.
The sun gives what? The Earth's core what?
The Earth's core gets its power from the sun.
So the whole fucking world should be burning.
No, that's not true. That's not true.
How is it hidden just
There's the
before
core,
Earth, but not
there's
hidden
the
rest of the
mantle,
world?
there's everything that goes into
nobody
it.
here is a
The
rocket
core, the
scientist
mantle,
or
the plate tectonics,
geologist.
all that shit factors in.
There's an explanation.
That's
for it.
why
You
I
just
say
need to
fuck
study it.
science, and I believe in
No,
my
you
God.
need to study science because
No.
there's an answer to what you asking. We just ain't scientists. That's
Again,
all. We ain't qualified
There's
to
the
give you the
core,
answer.
there's the
And
mantle.
I'm not qualified as a preacher to give you the
there's-
motherfucking
there's
word, but at the
so
end of the
many-
day, I have a belief in it.
There's
just like you
so
have a
many
belief.
layers.
And nobody's telling you not. Hold on. And nobody is telling you not to believe what you believe.
No, for
Correct.
sure.
I need
Correct.
everybody out there to understand.
Correct.
We are
Yeah.
not telling you to believe something
Correct.
other. You choose what you want to believe. You go down that hill.
Yeah, nigga. If
Well,
you
I am
believe,
saying,
if you believe in
research what the hell
Tinkerbells
you
and
believe if you
Peter
gonna be in
Pan
life
flying
for it.
around, nigga, believe in
Research
that.
Have you seen Tinkerbell?
No.
Also,
nigga.
how do you
Hold on, let me
have you
say
not
this.
seen
What you believe in.
Tinkerbell?
Let me
You gonna
also
give your
say
life
this.
for it.
Speaking of
I'm saying.
research, the reason why I know it's the Father and the Son is because the earth was without form and void until God made what? Say no more. That's our show for today, ladies and gentlemen.
I just, where do you get this information?
Genesis, read it. It's there.
But why do you believe
in the beginning?
If you
study
believe
the Epic
in
of
this
Gilgamesh.
book,
And a gangster never fucking snitch.
listen to me. If you believe in this book, how do you not believe in? Oh God!
Because Jesus didn't exist. See, it's not about believing in
I
the
thought we
book.
was ending the show.
I don't believe in the book because I
That
don't
was a
believe
common
in
name
King
like
James.
Michael.
However,
Final
But your
thoughts.
information is coming
you
from
have
I'm
to,
flabbergasted
you have to be able to
and
interpret it for
discombobulated.
yourself.
Can we get final thoughts over here?
Go ahead. Hold on.
Smack that nigga in the mouth with that damn mic.
Come on, Kay.
Are we doing final
Ooh,
thoughts?
final thoughts.
Come on, Kay.
No. We gonna
You wanna
start
with me? I want
Yes.
to end, but I'll start. All right. Long story short, nobody's telling you what to believe in, but whatever you believe in, study that shit. Don't give your life to something that you ain't researched, because it's clear that motherfuckers make up shit. It's very clear. You can look at Scientology. That shit was just made up a few years ago. Mormonism was made up a few 100 years or 50 years ago. However long ago Mormonism was created, that shit was created in a timeline where it might be still some people that was alive when that shit was made up. This shit is made up by somebody, and just because you could trace it back to 2,000 years, don't mean it wasn't made up. Try to find the original. Try to find where the shit came from, and try to find out what they meant when they came up with it. That's all. That's all I'm saying. And then maybe God is there. Maybe he's not. Maybe it's something else. We don't know. Could be aliens. Could be anything. Or we could just be animals. That's probably it. We probably could just be animals. That's all. And we just developed the brain.
Outro.
That's it. Shit, it could be, or it could not be.
This is his first one.
Come on, Kay.
All right, let's hear it.
Come on, Kay.
So I'm flabbergasted and discombobulated from all of this. Y'all be safe out there though. Have a good night.
What you got, Moody?
Listen, none of this shit matters. All right. All I'm gonna say is this: the only thing that matters is what's going on within you. Go within, find yourself, and love yourself. Leave it at that.
Okay. What you got, Big Up? Big Up. Big Up.
Can I go last, please?
No. we in the order.
Come on.
We're going in
Save
order.
events.
Okay.
It's on you, Chef.
Well, fuck it. Oh,
Come on. Up to
The
the
reason
mic.
I want to go, it's gonna be for a purpose. The
That's
reason
all
why I
right.
want to go last, please.
You can bring it back at the end.
Okay.
we're gonna let him have it
It's a
last.
purpose. Go ahead.
I don't believe in none of these ghosts and shit. I don't believe in none of that shit. Y'all can go on with all that. Ooh, ghosts and goblins and shit. And on a note of religion, man, believe whatever you want to believe, long as it's making you live a productive, healthy life, and you taking care of your business and take care of your family and taking care of the people around you. I don't give a damn what God you serve. You know what I'm saying? As long as it's leading to some positive shit in your life and ain't fucking up the world for the rest of us.
Believe what you believe, because at the end of the day, they're going to crucify you.
I
either
can't
way.
have no damn phone. You had your goddamn. Take his mic. Motherfucker. Go ahead.
America. First of all,
Too dramatic, niggas.
the paranormal life is real. Like, the shit is real. You should look into it. Tap into it. Honestly, it's not as scary as you think. It's not as scary as you think. You just need to, if you really want to get a great understanding of what you may feel like what's going on beyond that, then I would say do your research. Read articles, read newspapers, hear testimonials. You actually find some factual shit. Like I said, if you follow the Conjuring movie and you like that, read the real stories and see some of the real documents and hear some of the tapes and videos, and it'll actually blow your fucking mind. Religion is a touchy subject, right? I'm like this. I have my beliefs because of the way that I study, right? And I feel like there's truth in every religion, except for Buddhism, because, you know, that's new shit.
Why?
What?
Why is there no truth in it?
Because they're idolizing a false god, sir. Buddha is not real. Buddha is just like Scientology. It's not a real person. It's a figure of peace, whatever. But
That's true.
but every religion is a figure of peace. So why do we need a figure to tell us to be at peace? Anywho, my final thoughts is, like I said, one thing I do agree with, even though I don't believe Jesus was God or like a God or even a prophet, I do believe in this one message when he said the only commandment that matters is love. So if you love your neighbor, if you love people in general, you wouldn't commit the other sins. And I think that's what we lack a lot of in America. Research, and don't just stick to religion. You can also look at stuff like the Knights Templars, the Masonic House. Look into the Vatican. If you really want the truth, start signing petitions to make the Vatican hand over all the shit they got stored up and they're not showing us. Because that's going to lead to the truth. Because they have all of that shit stored in their archives. Legitly. Over the chef.
Hello, America. Let me just say this, man. I agree with a bunch of what everybody been saying. You know, as far as within self, man. If whatever you believe in makes you happy and makes you do positive things, you go with that. You run with that. You know what I'm saying? Don't let nobody tell you different. But if you can research whatever you believe in, like the moderator said, or mediator, recuperator, whatever you want to call it. But like he said, man, like at the end of the day, do your research, do your homework. You know, get a good grasp on that. You know what I'm saying? But what I really want to say for myself though is that the real paranormal activity is, what if it is true? And I'm gonna leave it at that.
Big fact.
That's the real paranormal activity to me.
Always remember, a gentleman never kisses and tells,
And a gangster never fucking snitch.
and we about this bitch.
I know a bunch of them motherfuckers, and we ain't gonna say no names.
And God need to pull up. We got some questions for him.
See, that's the thing. God ain't got to pull up.
He got to pull up.
Why?
We got questions.
Why? If you the head of a mafia and you getting your money and doing everything you supposed to do, you're not going to go down to no street level ass shit.
Hey, don't put my God in nothing.
This is street level.
Don't put my God in nothing negative,
No, I
because
mean,
mafia is gonna do
This is
something
street
dangerous.
level.
Oh, his God.
This
So what
This
does
is
God
street
do?
level
What-
shit.
What does he do?
right now.
And right now.
So we
He
done
letting
with
us-
this? Are we talking as? Can we
still
talk
on.
about
Yeah, he letting us walk
still
our
on.
own path.
It's live.
this? The after
He
hours.
letting us walk our own
So he ain't doing
path.
shit. basically.
Eve bit the apple.
And that's it. Fuck
It's
these,
over
fuck
with.
these niggas.
Walk your own path, and if you live a righteous life, you'll get to me.
So he's
if
not
you
doing
don't,
nothing.
if you don't live,
let's
a,
just be clear.
he's doing whatever he want to do.
Stopping you from getting a traffic ticket?
No,
He ain't saving
No.
people from
no,
car
he's
wrecks?
not.
Okay.
He's not.
Sit back, watch.
Yes,
He just watching.
Yes.
Watching the show. TV.
yes,
Look at these little niggas.
and he probably ain't even watching. I mean, just keep it 100.
He probably creating another.
He's all knowing
Earth
and all
with
seeing.
other
He don't
people.
give a fuck.
So-
Why would he?
So what's the point if he just watching?
If I'm, what you mean? What's the point?
The
If
point
I
of what?
get, what do you want? Do you
why
want to
am I
be
selling the mic?
controlled and told what to do, or do you want to walk a righteous path doing it on your own? See, that's the thing.
What?
Do you want to be controlled and told what to do, or led down the
I want
path?
an equal
or-
shot. I want the same shit somebody else got.
You got it.
Definitely don't.
Because you live your own life. It's not being dictated. He's not saying you have to follow me. He didn't say
What
that.
about babies getting raped?
What about him?
They
What-
ain't getting a
where
fair
are their
shot.
parents
What
at?
is with you and the babies getting raped?
I'm trying to give a, because I gotta give a extreme. Because if we just talk about some
where are
regular,
the parents?
if we talk about some regular, because we talk about some regular,
Where are their
shit,
parents?
It can be like, oh, this, that, and the other. But there's some people that
But
really
Biz,
don't have a fair shot
But
in this
Biz,
world.
you do understand that back in the gap, back in them
talking
Egyptian
about right
days,
now, today in
back in them
2022.
listen, back in them Egyptian days, and all the other shit, them niggas was raping women for fun. Like that's
All
what they
day
did.
long, forever.
It's a
As
law
long as
now.
humans been alive.
Now-
doing some fucked up shit.
It's a law now.
No-
And God said kill all of them and them babies.
Okay,
He said go in there
So-
and kill every person and them babies.
how is that good?
What the fuck are you talking about, Moody?
It's
He
in the
fucked me
Bible.
up with that.
If we
He was
gon-
like,
if we
he was
gon-
like, go in that city and kill all them motherfuckers.
And just keep the virgin
men,
women.
and babies.
But
'Cause
why?
keep the virgin women. That
No,
was,
no,
that
no,
was-
no.
He made a point to leave that part
but,
in there.
But why did he say that?
That part I don't know. I'm just saying.
Does it matter?
He basically,
It actually does matter.
Why?
Because there's
'Cause there
some
was-
reason why he did what
So
he
was
was
there
doing.
was there any 6-year-old boys in that town? Was there any men that went to church in that town? Women that
Church is
weren't
just a-
women that weren't virgins.
Church
that
is just a
hold that
physical
town?
place.
We go.
Church is just a building.
The 6-year-old boys is correct
Church
too.
is
The
just a
6-year-old
building. Just
girls
because you go to church don't mean you saved.
sinning. But
Just
that-
because you go to church, church is just a place.
And a sin is a sin in the eyes of
so
the
that
Lord,
whole
no matter
town
what
was
it is.
nobody doing good.
Yeah.
The whole town. Everybody was evil.
That's why everybody
even,
had to go.
even the little 6-year-old kids.
Yep.
The sins of the father, biz. I keep
So-
saying it. I keep telling
So
y'all
out
this
of,
shit.
out of all the people
everybody
God
listening.
saved, he couldn't change their heart. He hardened
So
Pharaoh's
he was
heart.
gonna get rid of the parents and leave the kids that couldn't eat.
Huh?
How the kids gonna 6-year-old kid gonna fend for himself when his parents
the
are gone?
same way
Think
that
about it.
the same exactly, but the same way those virgin women that they did keep alive was gonna eat.
They were women. They were grown.
All right, what about slavery?
What about it?
That's okay.
Oh my God.
Yeah. He actually said he was gonna make it happen.
No, listen.
So God condones slavery.
Chill out. Because in the Bible,
God condones slavery.
in
Let's
the
get this
Bible,
straight.
in the Bible, it says that he freed niggas, and the first thing they did was celebrate and feel to idolize God. Come on, man. Made a whole God.
What?
When Moses freed, when he freed the slaves
That's
with
not what
God,
happened.
that's exactly what happened.
No, it's
when
not.
they
That's
got
the fairy
free,
tale you was told in
nah,
Sunday
nigga.
school.
When Moses climbed that rock, them niggas was down there partying and idolizing
That
a
was a
gold
movie.
god.
That was a movie. That's
That
not
was
in the Bible. That was in
That
a
is
movie.
in the Bible.
That was in a movie. That's not. The calf. No. The
It
calf.
wasn't the calf. It wasn't the calf. They was idolizing a false god.
They
It says
was
that
not.
specifically. That's
They-
why it's a commandment.
They was getting down.
Like,
That was in a
He
movie.
gone for a few hours.
That was in the movie.
thou shalt not
Came
idolize
back, they
a
were
false
turning
god.
up.
Is that not the, so? He just made that shit up for no reason.
What?
Thou shalt not idolize a false god.
That's not what they were doing. Moses was gone. They worshiped. They thanked Moses for getting them out of Egypt. They was like, "Thank you, Moses, for getting us out of Egypt." They made the calf to symbolize that. That wasn't a false god. That wasn't. It's in the Bible. We made that other part up in church and movies to make that shit seem cool.
So the cat
Yes.
was they worshiping.
They was not worshiping the calf. It was.
a gift
Thank you.
for
for Moses for freedom.
and not for God. Right?
They didn't
So
even.
they were-
They didn't even
So
know
were
God.
they worshiping Moses?
They didn't even know God.
Hey, I'm just
Moses
what
knew
he's
God.
saying.
They didn't even know.
Boy, I tell you.
They didn't. They was in Egypt worshiping what Egyptians worship.
So when you buy a gift for somebody, is that worshiping them?
Exodus 20 and 2 through 6, verse 22 through 6. I am the Lord. Your
Are you
God, who
reading?
brought
Are you?
out of
What
the
are you
land of
reading?
Egypt.
Are you reading King James, or
I'm
did
reading
you
King
actually get the
James.
Torah?
I'm reading King James.
Yeah, go get the Torah.
I am the Lord.
That's a
your
different
God,
language.
Who brought you out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of slavery. You shall have no other gods before me.
No, you don't even fuck
You
with
shall
King
not.
James. I
It
don't
don't
know.
matter. It doesn't.
Exactly.
This is what I can pull up. You shall not make yourself of a carved image or any likeness of anything that is in the heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. You shall not bow down to them or serve them, for I am your Lord, and I am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of your fathers on the children of the third and the fourth generation, and those who hate me, but showing steadfast love to thousands of those who love me and keep my commandments. Now, I want you to just go back to the whole dead babies thing, because you brought up raping babies and shit. It says right here, specifically,
It's sad.
visiting the iniquity of the fathers on the children to the third and the fourth generation of those who hate me. That nigga is punishing you from 4 generations down.
So
That's
you
scary
got
as
you
shit.
got a kid. Is that can we say that? My bad.
You think you guys
Shit.
You just kind of.
God damn it.
Take his goddamn mic. Take his mic.
I got a kid. My fault. I got a kid. I don't give a fuck what my daddy did. I don't give a fuck what my daddy did. I'm not punishing my kid for something my daddy did.
I get that.
And all I'm saying is,
But it ain't
that's
no
my
rule.
point. If how is God punishing, killing people for shit that they got nothing to do? But hold on. How do you have a choice if you are being punished from shit somebody else did?
Talk to me. I
Because
wasn't there.
he warned the generation before you.
I hear you, but how is that your choice?
That's why I keep saying that.
So we don't have no choice. We just fuck all the way.
What does that have to do with
You knew.
Nah, the
It has a
damn
lot
You
to
thing.
do
broke the law.
Nah, the
because when
damn
I say
kids,
stuff or
thing.
something,
Your kids'
Let
kids.
people believe
And your kids' kids is gonna be fucked up. Would you break the law?
Me personally, I wouldn't.
Exactly.
Me personally.
Exactly.
But there's a lot of people that don't give a fuck about some people they ain't never met.
And he don't give a fuck about them either.
There's a lot of motherfuckers who made it they parents.
See, that's the thing.
Exactly. That don't make it right.
Failure.
That don't make it right.
That don't
Don't
make it right.
never fucking snitch.
That don't make it.
This supposed to be the all divine, all the greatest thing ever.
It sound like he doing exactly what he said.
He sound like a man making up some bullshit to do his bullshit.
I
That
hear
sound
you.
like some men.
Until the babies
That
get
don't
right.
sound like a divine being. It sound like a man.
Don't rape babies.
See, that's the thing. The divine being knows how to separate his emotions.
It sound like some men justifying their bullshit.
I gotta do something.
It was still on.
It's still on.
I'm about to say.